Do you like it when your man has opinions? And she was like, nah. Person was like, why? He was like, because when you give men opinions, they start podcasts.
Dale.
Dale.
Mi gente. Don't blend in. We're back, yo. What is this, episode 23, you said?
It's like 6.
Dude, it's been 20 episodes and we have already majorly lost count. Like, right before we started filming this, Derrick was like, yeah, we're on episode 23, I think. And I was like, 23? I thought it was like 28 or 30 or something. So we have majorly lost track. We have majorly lost the plot when it comes to episode count. But
we're losing everything.
We're losing everything. We don't even have a Patreon last week. Oof.
We don't know what's going on.
We actually don't know. On a more serious note, we actually don't know what's going on with the Patreon. Because...
we, the hosts, don't know what's going on with it. It's just Patreon's bugging out. I don't know.
We don't know what's going on with the Patreon.
Yeah, like, Patreon,
we're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out whether or not we want to like post.
I mean, we should probably tell them like Patreon isn't going to be something like fixed forever or always like this is. We kind of talked about that last time.
Yeah, like Patreon isn't like on a weekly schedule, bi-weekly, whatever.
Yeah, Patreon
just comes out when it comes out.
But we're dropping content though.
But we are dropping content on Patreon. But we're not 100% sure what we're gonna do on Patreon versus what we're gonna do on here. Because I think last episode we brought up that what's it called? We're gonna start doing some content here that isn't podcasting. We're gonna start doing some content on Patreon that isn't podcasting. So we're trying to figure out what the ratio is gonna be of Patreon content versus non-Patreon content. You know what I mean? We're still figuring that out.
It's going to be like this and then that, and then we're going to make some stuff and it's going to
Exactly. I'm your host, Tomas. This is my co-host.
Derrick.
Yeah. I just wanted to get that out the way immediately. It's the first thought out of my head.
I mean, y'all know this already.
The Patreon, we have no idea what's going to go on there and what's going to go on here. Because are we confirming that we're going to do some content that isn't just podcasting on this channel?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. 100%.
We're going to do content.
Some really fun stuff, I think.
We got some ideas. We got some ideas in the work. It's all about choosing what we're going to allocate there versus here. Because the whole idea behind it is we want to have some content that y'all don't have to pay for that's interesting. What is he up to? Oh,
Having fun, man.
Having fun? Are you trying to get ready for the episode?
Yeah, doing my stretches, bro.
Doing your stretches? All right, I can respect.
I have been tight lately. I'm not gonna lie. Pause. All right, bro. All right.
But yeah, just really skipping past that. It really, when it comes to content here versus Patreon, it's really going to depend on whether or not we think it's worth paying for, first of all. And second of all, whether or not we think it could really help grow the channel. If we really think it could help grow the channel, we might as well put it on YouTube so more people can have eyes on it.
Patreon's gonna be for like the if you know guys.
Yeah.
So like if y'all really want to go the extra mile and check out some other stuff just on your free time,
Also, Patreon is gonna be like uncensored stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so where we could really say things, really talk on things.
Yeah, it's a little more unhinged.
For those of you who know me personally, I speak on certain things that can't be spoken on the show. You know what I mean? Maybe Patreon could be a place where we talk about certain things.
For those of y'all that know me, I don't speak at all.
He doesn't.
Y'all know that.
He actually doesn't. This guy posts silly little things on his Instagram and he doesn't post nothing.
Yeah, just like stare. That's all I do.
He posts like frogs and...
I only really talk like on days that we record. Like genuinely outside of like here, I don't really talk that much in life.
Yeah.
I don't really do anything.
Kind of sit at home.
Yeah, I don't really do anything.
Pick up your sister from school.
Yeah. I gotta do that later today.
Get a license, brother.
I should.
Not you, her. She watches.
No, I should too, though. I'm not gonna lie.
You have a license, though.
Do I? You're right.
You're waffling too much. Let's get into it. News segment. We have a good amount of news in the news segment.
We do. Go on.
Do you want me to bring up the big hip hop adjacent news? Or do you want to talk about it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Michael Jackson estate is suing Sexy Red for her beautiful cover of Beat It. Her beautiful cover. Is it a cover? Is that what we're gonna call it?
Yeah.
Or did she just like sample?
It's like sampling and interpolating all at the same time. Listen,
I'm not as knowledgeable on hip hop.
Listen, bro, I don't wish bad upon anyone, bro. Like genuinely. But just as like a wake up call, because like me and Tomas were talking about, or Tomas and I, sorry, we're talking about, this prior to filming, and everyone has like artists they like and they don't like, and everybody has artists they respect and they don't respect. Sexy Red has done good. She's done bad. But as a wake up call, I hope she loses this one, man. Like, what are you doing?
Like the loss?
Like that. Like I get just having fun in the studio and doing whatever. But like, like she might have actually released this bitch if she wasn't getting sued, like low key.
Yeah,
Like she might have gone through with it. I'm not gonna
which
lie.
it's an awful
And
song.
judging by her past, like I mean, maybe she doesn't let on as dumb as she lets on, but
I don't
I don't know.
think. Okay, I think her music is like not
No,
my
it's
cup of
pretty
tea.
ass.
Okay,
It's pretty
come on.
ass.
It's not my cup of tea, but I do think some of the criticism she's received, where people are like, she's a negative towards the community. That's kind of crazy. Imagine,
I mean, it
imagine,
depends in what you're saying
like
negative towards the
people are
community.
like, she's a bad influence for young black girls. She's this, she's that. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, but is
just
anyone
like Ice Spice.
okay? But is anyone really looking at her and saying that's what I want to be when I grow up?
Yes,
Really?
people are saying that about Ice Spice.
Huh. No.
And they're similar in the sense of like Ice Spice has at least had a good feature or two. Sexy Red has had a decent feature or two. You know what I mean? I
No,
don't like
she
any of
has.
her. I don't
She
like
has.
any
She
of
has.
her like her own songs, but she's had a decent feature or
You
two.
know,
You know
not
what I mean?
not every artist needs to be a role model. Though. Some
No. I
people
know.
can
I know.
just like maybe Sexy Red doesn't need to be a role model. She can
And I'm
just
sure she doesn't really care to be.
exactly.
See,
So
the problem I have with Ice Spice is that Ice Spice came up and she was like, "Yeah, I want to be a role model. I want to be a leader that for little girls out there." It's like okay, and then you're like,
that's not good. Don't
and
follow
you're
in her
like in a
footsteps.
bikini at a SpongeBob. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Nah,
She's
shut the fuck up,
SpongeBob
bro.
big guy.
Now, don't get me wrong. Her feature on Boys Liar 2, that shit was fire. I was
That
bumping
shit
that
was
shit. Pink
fire.
Panther's
That shit was
fucking
fire. But
legendary.
was it fire because of her? Or was it
But
fire because of Pink Panther? Which is
no,
very
it's fire
very
because Pink
fucking.
Panther. But she added to the song for sure.
I'm not.
But
Me and Derrick are not big
and the
Ice
problem
Spice
is like
guys.
Ice Spice actually has catchy music. She could make good music. You know what I mean?
But her last
But
thing she released, that SpongeBob, that's probably like some of the worst music I've heard in my
yeah,
life. That was
that shit was
awful.
central. She was also dope. You know what I mean? I think Ice
Yeah.
Spice could definitely do some good things.
Too bad there was like a whole controversy around that.
Yeah.
But like,
It
and it
is what it
was,
is.
and they were in the wrong, 100%.
But yeah, I mean, point is, yeah, Sexy Red's getting sued.
Sexy Red's getting sued by the
Red's
Michael
getting
Jackson
sued.
estate, and it's like, how badly do you disrespect someone's legacy, or they decide to sue you? Like it's not.
When you didn't even release it, that was something that I
And it's
was
not
like
even
confused
Michael
about.
Jackson suing because one thing is Michael
Ah,
Jackson
you don't
sues
say.
her. Come on, you know what I'm trying to say here. One thing would be if like the person sued her. Michael Jackson's
Yes.
long dead. The fact that the Michael Jackson estate felt the need to just sue her over it, that's bad, bro. That's bad.
And again, she didn't even release it. I don't know.
That should be a wake up call.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, I don't know what they're suing her for,
Yeah.
but
Also, just speaking on artists,
kind of insane.
we don't really like. How do we feel about Dash and Hobo Johnson?
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Before we get to them, I don't know. I'm thinking like
So
on the Michael Jackson estate side of things because there's this Freddie Gibbs clip and it's like funny as fuck and he's like fuck. He's essentially parodying a song with his own lyrics, right?
yeah.
And like nothing bad happened there. So I don't know. Just a question to y'all and to you. I wonder what they're suing her for.
I wonder. I didn't
I
do
wonder
enough.
what.
I didn't do
like
enough
like as a
research,
wake up
honestly.
call, and so she can hopefully maybe straighten up. Like
Yeah, but
if she loses, I wouldn't be like.
I don't think
But
the
at the
Michael
same
Jackson
time, like
estate.
I'm not gonna say she deserves it.
I don't think the Michael Jackson estate's suing her so she gets straightened out. I don't give a fuck.
No, yeah.
Yeah, they're suing her for reasons. I know.
But I hope she does though.
Yeah. I hope
Because
she does.
Sexy Red has a cool voice and stuff like that. She has a cool vibe. She's cool with Drake. You know what I'm saying? But
And she's a massive artist. You know what I mean? She's
yeah,
She
like
is a role
regardless of
model.
me not liking
Yeah.
things about her, she can still do cool things. Like
100%. I just
I don't know.
don't. I don't
I
know.
was just thinking about that. I was thinking about that.
I'm not as knowledgeable in the hip hop sphere as you are, 100%. So like when it comes to things that happen in hip hop, I'm always a little more out of the loop. So I haven't heard every Sexy Red feature, every Sexy Red song. From what I've heard, I don't think I like anything of hers personally.
Which is fair.
But it's just me personally, you know what I mean? I can see why people fuck with her. I can see where the sound comes from. It's just I hope she stops making gimmicky music and really focuses on like being just generally good. Because I think that is a fair criticism to level towards her, that her music is very gimmicky.
Yeah, but everybody.
Like she just tries to say the most. She just always tries to say the most freak thing she can come up with
I think.
for clicks instead of like actually trying to make something that's not. Because I feel like I've heard some stuff maybe that like I've been like, okay, I get it, even though I don't like it, I get it. But then I've also heard other stuff where I'm like, you said this knowing it was gonna go viral. You didn't actually try.
I mean, that's the point. That's the point.
Yeah, but I wish she would just like lock in.
But
I hope this does it for her. Where she's like, "Oh, I pushed it too little, too far. Now I'm getting sued by the Michael Jackson estate. Probably the richest estate of any celebrity ever." So,
yeah,
yeah.
most likely.
Um,
What were you gonna bring up?
all right. Moving past that, I saw a hypothetical on Instagram
Oh,
talking about
oh,
Hobo
yeah.
Johnson versus Dax, and I was just like, "Who?" I wanted to level this towards the audience at home, as crazy as this would be. Who do y'all prefer, Hobo Johnson or Dax? If you really had to, if you were forced to listen to one for the rest of your life, who would it be?
I got my answer.
Who was your answer?
Dax.
No, my answer is also Dax. As awful as Dax's music is, as God,
I can at least try to like
I could at least I could
self.
laugh at
At
him.
least I could like try to self lobotomize and just listen to some of his flows because his flows alright
I can laugh at him
sometimes.
I can laugh at his bars. His bars are fucking hilarious, right?
Yeah. Hobo Johnson just hurts to listen to.
Just hurts to listen to, yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
he,
just
even
hurts.
though I feel like he's a nicer guy, he looks like a nice guy.
Yeah.
His shit just stinks, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, why are we hating on this random guy, bro? Hobo Johnson's low key a random guy. I can't even lie. I don't know why we're hating on him so much.
Because, bro, we have opinions, bro. That's what we're here to
But
share.
it's just I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, we really opened the episode.
Yeah,
being
that's
like,
fucked up. I just said we have opinions we're here to share. I saw some lady and she was like, I think it was like some meme, and it was like, do you like it when your man has opinions? And she was like, nah. Person was like, why? He was like, because when you give men opinions, they start podcasts.
well, here we are. The London podcast. We have opinions.
Is what it is.
But I like how we just opened this new segment being like, this artist is ass, this artist is ass, this artist is ass.
yeah.
Really
Listen,
just-
bro. Sometimes you gotta weed out the fucking.
No, that's what happens when it's a slow week. You just end up looking at a whole bunch of trash and stuff. You're like, damn, we're really not locked in this week.
Listen, bro. When you're not walking through the strip mall, bro, you're at the landfill, bro. That's all it is. Don't think about it too hard. Listen, my news.
Yeah.
Man. If you haven't went and watched the Patreon episode of us listening to the Fall Off, go fucking watch it. And at the very least, if you don't watch it, go listen to the Fall Off. It's so good.
It's so good.
So
That's your
good.
news?
So good.
I don't even
So
remember
good.
it that well.
I mean, I guess I have my like Mertra, my Slon bag arrived.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, your Slon bag. Do you want me to throw it up on screen?
Fire. Yeah, man, throw it up. You know, I'm sure they think it's cool. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
Slon is pretty cool. We brought him up a bunch on the show. We love what
It's
he
good,
does.
bro. Class, quality looks real good. Fun stuff.
I do want to comment on the fall off just real quick. It's like, to me, it's like every other J. Cole project I listen to. It's like I respect it. Sounds very, very good. It's just not memorable. I'm not really a J. Cole like.
Bro, memorable, bro. So good.
Like, I don't remember anything from J. Cole I listened to personally. But that's just me. It's no hate on J. Cole. He's an amazing artist. It's just not. I like experimentation in my music, and he's very much in his lane.
It's not even. It's not even about experimentation because like.
And that, again, no disrespect to J. Cole.
Let's say Ye stayed in his lane the whole time, but you
like
love
it.
his lane, right? Like, let's say you just love this lane. That's the thing with J. Cole. People love that lane.
I can't do that though. I need the artist to leave. If they keep staying on that lane, I'm gonna get bored of them. Like, I'm starting to get bored of Cardi.
Fair.
I get bored.
Fair.
I don't care how experimental the lane is. If you're always in
You're
that
gonna go
one
back
lane,
and listen to the Cardis, like the Cardi projects, or at least the earlier shit that you liked.
that's true.
You know what I mean?
And that's
Like,
true.
You're still gonna go listen to it. You're not gonna listen to anything of J. Cole's. You're not gonna find anything memorable because you just don't rock with that lane.
And that's 100% fine.
If Kanye dropped Graduation and then every single album after that was Graduation reskinned, you're still gonna go listen to Graduation.
Yeah, but anytime I listen
it's
to
still
anything
memorable.
new, I'd be like,
No, that's fair.
I get bored of music.
That's fair.
If I listen to a song too
natural.
much, I'm gonna get bored of it.
Yeah.
To me, a lot of J. Cole's music sounds the same, and that's
But if you
not.
say that nothing's memorable,
No, I'm not saying nothing is memorable. I'm
Okay.
just saying certain, like, his overall catalog isn't super memorable to me because it just all kind of sounds similar.
yeah. See,
And that's not like a diss towards him or anything, right?
Mm.
He found a lane, he mastered it. He's the master of his sound, 100%.
you just don't be all up in that lane.
I'm just not.
That's
in that
fair.
lane, 100%.
That's fair.
So that's why I feel like when it comes to anything J. Cole related, when we talk about it on the pod, I'm just like, yeah, I guess. Because I'm not really a huge fan of his music. But I am someone who's very vocal. I've come on here and said, I fucking hate this artist. I fucking hate that artist. I'm willing to disrespect artists I don't like.
Facts.
But J. Cole is one of those guys where I'm like, I deeply respect what he has going on. I just don't.
He's great, just not for you.
Just not for me, 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm sad to see him go. He
I
said this.
would have see him go,
And it's,
but
well, he said one more album that was even supposed to come out before this one, anyways, and then I'm done. No more
yeah,
solo projects. And again, we've said in the past we think he's gonna come back at some point and do some other stuff, but at least bare minimum, we're not gonna see a lot of him.
no, he's gonna keep
So
doing music, but nah, definitely not like albums and stuff. I think it's a boy to speak on that. I think it's gonna be a lot more introspective album, which
I
like
hope I
makes
hope
me
he
happy,
experiments on it.
which makes me sad a little bit
Yeah.
because like Cole when he's just like spitting, bro, is just
He's different.
I love it, bro. I love it, bro. I was listening to the Fall Off all the way here, bro. But anyways,
I don't think I've listened to Fall at all since
nah, bro, it's so good,
listening.
so good.
And no, it's fine, man. It was a good
It's
album.
gonna be.
It's a very good album.
I mean, okay, it's rumored that Dot and Drizzy are gonna drop. Drizzy near almost confirmed. Conductor Williams like said it's coming soon. Iceman.
We've been waiting, bro. We've been fucking waiting.
If Drake drops a full, and when I say full, I mean genuinely full solo Drake album, no features aside from maybe one with like Thames or one here with like 21 or something like that. If Drake drops a full solo project, it absolutely has potential to rival the Fall Off. Dot, I mean, that's a given.
Hold
You know
on,
what I mean?
absolutely.
But I think the Fall Off is album of the year until further notice.
Let's start off with something very important, right? 2026 Drake. I don't think he can.
You don't think so?
I don't think
I
so.
think if he gets, cause see, my thing is like in my perfect world, I see Drake drop a full album like the Scary Hours of For All the Dogs. That little like EP like bonus extension to For All the Dogs was amazing. The best Drake I've heard in a long time.
Oh no, and I can back
If
that.
he drops something like that, but if he doesn't,
And I can back that, but you know what the worst part is? That's not
don't
a
know.
full album. For All the Dogs, the full album was not amazing.
All right, no,
It was
that's what I'm saying.
alright.
But if Drake drops a full length, if Iceman is a full length album and it is of that quality and it's that style of Drake, maybe mixed in with like songs like Energy and shit like that, bro,
I don't see that. I
bro,
don't see that happening.
I just pray.
I think
just pray.
2026 Drake, and it's one of those things where it's like 2026 Drake is like not as good as we're talking about. He's at an age where most artists are washed anyways. So like
Fair.
him being washed at this point is not like a diss towards him as much as it is. Yeah, he's at that point in his career. He's at that stage.
Yeah,
Everyone gets there at some point.
Time just
you know?
taking its course.
Exactly. So I'm not like a Drake hater. I fuck with some Drake. I fuck with a lot of Drake. You know what I mean? It's just in the big 26, I don't see him dropping anything that would rival the Fall Off.
That's fair.
I'm talking about quality wise, because I'm not gonna lie. If Drake drops a solid project, I think I'd like him more. Personally, I'd listen to it more than the Fall Off. But I can also sit down and acknowledge just because I listen to it more personally doesn't mean it's actually better.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the Grammys probably wouldn't think it's better either because they don't fuck with Drake
Yeah,
at
they don't
all.
fuck with Drake. And then I mean, other than that,
So
I mean, you can never rule out Kendrick.
Album of the year, the Fall Off is probably. I don't think it's gonna win because. Let's be honest. What are the odds of a hip hop album actually winning album of the year?
No, I mean rap album of the year.
Okay, rap album of the year. Yeah. Oh, Drake has absolutely no chance. If he might not even get nominated for rap.
Nah, but I'm just
they
saying
fucking
like
hate that guy at
just
the Grammys.
quality wise. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about the Grammys. I'm saying just quality wise, bro.
The Don't Blend In album of the year. The real
album of the year
real award
until
that matters.
until for further notice.
We'll
bro.
see. Don't be dumb. Solid.
So it's a close number two. So
Close number
it's
two.
number two for
All right.
sure. For sure.
We're running a bit long on the news segment. Let me see. I think I have one more thing. Nah. I won't talk about the thing we said. I won't talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Come on, bro. Clown show.
Did you want to talk about it since it's a clown show?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm good.
We won't talk about it. I was considering it. I was like, should I bring it up? You know what I'm
Listen, bro,
talking
if
about,
you
right?
want to bring it up, bro? You can go ahead.
You know what
bro.
I'm talking about, right?
Listen, bro. You can say whatever you want.
Listen, this dude got slapped and punched on the same day. I'm not, and listen,
Was it on the same day? I thought it was like within the 20. I thought it was the next day.
I thought it was the same night.
I don't know.
I don't know. We know the context.
Oh, you know what it might have been.
I'm not. And see, this is not us sitting on this couch being like, look at this, let's point at this guy and laugh. Awful. It's more of the fact of like.
To be fair, I dislike any of this even happened.
Let me start off
Heavily.
let me start off with one thing. The balls on this man to go up to Larry fucking Wheels and try and stuff. You know what? I've seen the whole internet clowning on him. Oh, he's such a clown. He's such a clown. respect for even walking up to Larry Wheels and attempting that. Like Larry Wheels is a scary ass guy. All right, that he even attempt.
See, but I take away all the respect for disrespecting his wife.
That's true, but
Like I think, like you're
hey,
a bitch.
you know what? You can do that. You can do that, but I won't take away all the respect. The fact that he even
No.
stepped to Larry Wheels is like, you know what? You got it, bro. You stepped to, and then the other guy who's a professional fighter, and
Nah,
you
bro.
also stepped.
I'm not gonna give you respect points for being delusional and then disrespecting someone's
I
wife.
don't even think he's delusional.
And then Larry Wheels, maybe he's not like the nicest fucking guy on the planet, but bro, like what was Larry Wheels doing, bro? He just lifts weights.
Hold on. Larry Wheels is actually a pretty good dude.
He just leaves exactly, bro.
I'll
Like, I don't
vouch
know
for
much
Larry.
about him, bro.
I will vouch for Larry Wheels. I've watched Larry Wheels content in the past. He's actually a pretty good guy. All right.
Exactly,
I
bro.
focus on Larry Wheels.
Like, should he have slapped him? No.
Yeah,
But
you probably shouldn't be slapping
Larry
people
Wheels
in
just
general.
lifts weights and hangs out with people, and he just does his thing, bro. Like,
I'm also
come
not
on, dog.
against Larry Wheels slapping him. I'm not like you disrespect his wife. That's what happens. But the way I see it is it's kind of like a mix of everything. Where like he's not right for disrespecting Larry Wheels' wife. Respect for even stepping to Larry Wheels is fucking crazy. And I also don't think he's delusional. I think he's really that
Dumb.
committed.
I think he's just dumb.
No, I think he's really that committed to the stream, to the clip. He's like, I'm going to get my shit rocked by one of the best strongmen in the world. I'm gonna get my shit rocked for the clips. I'm gonna get punched by a professional fighter for the clip. Hey, if you're willing to do all that for the clip, take your clip, man. Take your views, 100%.
Yeah, take
Like,
it.
listen, if you're willing to go that far for the views, hey, who am I to sit here and fucking demonize you? You get them views, brother. Oh, shit, you deserve them.
So are you gonna demonize a cuck?
Oh, we're gonna talk about Adam 22.
No. But I'm just saying. At the end of the, it's all just humiliation. I don't want to talk about this. Humiliation ritual is all it is.
Listen, I'm not gonna demonize Adam 22 either. I just hey, if Adam 22 is willing to go that far for it, at that point,
I guess.
just he can have the money, bro. Are you against him getting that money? I'm not against
No,
him
he
getting
can
it.
have it.
He can
Take
have the
the
money
money.
if he's willing to do that crazy shit. I don't respect it. It's not a respectable way to do things, but
I guess, bro.
like if you're willing to really like sell your soul, hey, at least get what you sold your soul for.
I guess, bro.
You know what I mean?
We shall
That's all
see.
I'm saying. So yeah, I don't have the context of the guy that punched him that much. Larry
Me
Wheels,
neither.
I have more of the context, so I can 100% say, yeah, he was in the wrong.
Who?
The dude that got slapped. I don't know what's his name. It's like Dean the Goat. I think.
Great.
Dean the Goat. Dean the Great, is it? I thought it was Dean the Goat.
Some shit like that.
No, but he yeah, the Larry Wheels thing was kind of fucked up. Like you don't have to go up to bro's wife and disrespect her like that. That's insane. But and then getting slapped is like, what do you expect? You know what I mean? The thing with the other guy, the fighter, that one I don't have the context for, but damn, bro, like that is humiliation ritual, 1,000%. It's an Adam 22 level. No, I think but one day we'll sit down here and we'll do a tier list of humiliation rituals online, S to F. Adam 22's S tier. That's the only spoiler I'll give y'all. But do you want to get into the episode? Is that all the news we have for today? A lot of news, stuff that's been happening on the internet.
A lot of fucking
weirdos on the internet this week.
Heaping pile of dog shit.
Pile
Yeah,
of
bro.
dollar shit. All right.
Yeah, bro.
In honor of the amazing A Night of the Seven Kingdoms series and Derrick finally sitting down and watching Breaking Bad, we're going to talk about TV shows, we're going to talk about movies, and more importantly, we're going to talk about character arcs and some peak characters that we've experienced in fiction. And the reason why I think this topic is so important when it comes to just art is because, like, dude, a peak character can change your life. Like, a character that's motivation is good enough could motivate you to have a better life. You know what I mean? A character with the right mentality could change your mentality. A character with a good philosophy could change your philosophy. It's really life changing to find that character, that peak character. You know what I mean? So, do you want to start off with some characters you fuck with heavily, some arcs you fuck with heavily?
I'm gonna have to be strategic about how I spread my characters out here, so I'm gonna need you to start.
You want me to start? Yeah. All right. Off the dome piece, I wanna just in general talk about redemption arcs overall in media, because you watch TV, and I feel like every TV show nowadays, every long running TV show needs to have a redemption arc nowadays. Like everyone, There's always a character you start off, you don't like them, and I think when done poorly, they could really fuck over your show. Like you could really sit there and be like, oh, we forgive this character for doing horrible things that in real life you probably would never forgive someone for doing. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
when done well, this character could become the favorite character of so many people in the TV show. And obviously, we got to start off with one of the goats of redemption arcs, Zuko from Avatar: Last Airbender, right? Have you seen Avatar: Last Airbender? I don't think you have. You have?
No.
You haven't seen Avatar: Last Airbender?
No.
This is for them boys at home, right? Because I know at home y'all love Avatar: Last Airbender, one of the most beloved TV shows of all time. Zuko's arc is it's done so well. There's no other way I could say that. When you start the show, you don't think he's gonna get a redemption arc, right? Because it's like it's a cartoon, and he's very cartoonishly evil. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He has his little ponytail. He's like bald, he has a little ponytail, and he's like, I must capture the Avatar. You know what I mean? It's like this is gonna be the villain, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously the Fire Lord is like the real villain, but like you think this guy's gonna be a little like a Starscream from Transformers or something like that, right? Like he's gonna continuously be a villain because he's just so stupid. He's just like, I'm gonna capture the Avatar. I need to do this. I need to do that. My honor, right? And then you get more sides of him as the show goes on. You get to see what his dad did to him. His dad like scarred his face, banished him, and he was forced to roam the world looking for the Avatar who everyone thought was missing. It was basically like, leave until you find Jesus. It's like, I'm not gonna find fucking, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus is dead, bro. What do you want from me? That's kind of what it was. Go find the Avatar. The Avatar's like dead. No one's seen the Avatar in 100 years. It's literally like his dad banished him and sent him on a quest of like,
Why did he banish him though?
oh man, I forgot. Fuck. Why did he challenge him to an Agni Kai?
Yes, whatever that means.
I think he. Oh wow, I'm blanking. I haven't seen Avatar in a few years. I don't know. I actually forgot. That's really bad on my part. But his dad did challenge him to an Agni Kai, and he tried to Zuko was like, I don't want to fight you. You're my dad. So his dad's like, well, for being a bitch and not fighting me, I'm gonna burn half your face off.
Oh, nice.
And so his whole this side of his face is scarred.
Yeah.
And it's because his dad decided, you know what, you're a bitch, so I'm going to do this to you. And then he banished him. And he said, you can't come back until you find the Avatar. Brother, no one's seen the Avatar in 100 years. That's a suicide quest. I don't want you to come back, so go do this.
W Pops.
Top three,
Loki.
top three fathers in fiction.
Loki.
Up there with Craster. You don't want to know who Craster is?
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
Game of Thrones, he fucks all of his daughters. And he sacrifices his sons to the gods.
That's oh my god, that's even more elite.
Hard just sped past the podcast room now. The studio. The high-rise apartment.
In the hallway.
The high-rise apartment we film at. No, but genuinely, the Fire Lord Ozai. I'll just throw his name out there. Fire Lord Ozai is probably one of the worst fathers in fiction. Just need to point that out. His son, he scars and banishes his son. His daughter turns out to be a fucking lunatic. You're really 0 for 2, brother, when it comes to fathering. But Zuko's redemption arc, you see him go from this cartoony villain to someone who is deeply troubled because eventually he loses everything, you know what I mean? Not only is he banished from the Fire Nation, but now he's being hunted down actively by the Fire Nation.
Why?
So him and his uncle, because he really fucked up trying to get the Avatar. And then the Avatar actually comes back and oh my god, wait, I can actually catch the Avatar, he's here. And then he fails miserably. So then Ozai's all right, I didn't actually send you. Ozai basically said, he didn't say this, but you could tell this by his actions. He's I didn't actually send you to go find the Avatar. I just said that so you wouldn't come back. Not the Avatar's actually here. I don't trust you. You're a bitch. I'm going to send your sister to go do it.
Okay.
So, because she's actually I actually like her. But yeah, so he eventually, him and his uncle have to go to the Earth Kingdom and stuff. The Bossing Say have to go to that's what it's called, Bossing Say. Have to go to Bossing Say to hide out because try and pretend to be normal dudes, basically.
Right.
And in this arc, Zuko really tries to assimilate into regular life, not chasing the Avatar and chasing his honor, and you really get to see that this whole revenge quest, everything that his father's put into him, it's not good for him. It's not good for his mental health. It's not good for his everything. And there's a few really symbolic episodes. There's one where he goes into this town and he has to stop these bandits in the town, and he saves the town. But at the end, he reveals he's a firebender. while saving the town, and the town, instead of celebrating him for saving them, like, you're a firebender? Fuck you, get the fuck out of here, we hate you. And he just has to like go away, and it's a really sad episode, you know? Avatar does that really well, by the way. Avatar will sprinkle in like genuine tearjerker episodes in the middle of like just regular cartoon nonsense. Like, it's like, oh, it's an episode, it's a funny little show. Oh, why am I crying? You know what I mean? But no, Zuko is just him going from like this evil cartoon villain to like this troubled young guy. He was so evil actually that he did one good thing. He freed Appa, which is like Aang's like little He freed Appa and he became sick. He got sick from doing a good thing. Like he almost died from a fever. He did a good thing. It's like symbolism, you know what I mean? Like of like it's him like the fever's like him sweating out all the evil kind of. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. But and then eventually at the end of the season he has a choice to be a good guy or to go back with his dad. Go with his uncle, who's Iroh's always been a good guy, who's been trying to lead him on the right path, or go back and actually win his father's approval. So you know what he does? He teams up with his sister and takes down Aang so he could get his father's approval. He goes back on the whole redemption arc. He slips back. And you're like, no, Zuko, why? It's so awful. And then he spends the first half of the season, he's back in the Fire Nation. He's not banished anymore. He's the heir to the throne again. Everything is right. You know what I mean? In his life. He did the thing. Killed the Avatar. All that. Whatever. But then after when they're invading and stuff, and with it, talking to his uncle who's in prison and all that kind of stuff, he starts to realize that like everything that he knew since he was a kid was just wrong. Aang is actually a chill dude. Like his dad's an awful guy. The Fire Nation's awful, just going around conquering people. Like it's not the whole thing they taught him growing up of like, oh, we're not conquering people, we're just spreading our greatness.
Yeah.
That's like wrong and it's bad. Eventually he confronts his dad and he decides to teach Aang how to firebend. So Aang could be the Avatar. He could have all the elements, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he leaves his dad and he goes and he joins the gang. So they call it because, you know, Avatar Aang, the gang. Ball knowledge right there. The show's tough, yo. But Zuko's... I recapped all this because Derrick hasn't really seen the show. But I say this to say, Zuko has one of the best redemption arcs in fiction. And when you see his arc, it really makes you go from loving him, from hating him, to loving him. And that makes him probably one of the most popular characters from the show. Like, if there was a poll of who the fan favorite Avatar character was, he is in the top 3, no doubt. Every single time. And he was only on Team Avatar for half a season.
Throughout the whole show.
The show was 3 seasons. And only for half a season, he was actually with the gang, and more people remember him from when he was with the gang than when he was a villain. Because that's how good the arc leading up to him joining was. Whether it's this time in the Fire Nation, whether it's his time in season 1 when he's the villain, or his time in Ba Sing Se, like all of it, you get so many different facets of his character. There's a bunch of little parts of his arc that I just didn't bring up because time constraint and stuff, but like his arc is done so well to the point where it's believable, and everything bad that he did before, you feel like he truly repented for those things, right?
Yeah.
In contrast, you have something like Steven Universe. No hate on Steven Universe, but the way they redeemed the main villain of the show, White Diamond, was kind of fucking awful. We're talking about a character that like conquered a bunch of the universe and killed a bunch of people and was awful and caused basically everything bad that happened throughout the whole show, and they redeem her in 1 episode.
Oh yeah. You talked.
And it's like it's like yes, we forgive the world, the universe dictator. We forgive them.
Yeah.
And because we forgive them because we sang a song, guys.
Forgive Galactus in 3 hours.
Genuinely, that's what it was. Oh, 3 hours? No, not 3 hours, Derrick. A 10-minute conversation if we forgive Galactus.
Oh, okay.
But that's kind of... And both of these shows are cartoons. Both of them are meant for children. And one of them managed to have one of the best arcs I've seen in my life for redemption. One of them managed to shit the bed so bad that by the end, the good guys have forgiven the dictator in like 10-minute conversation. You know what I mean? Where, like, we meet White Diamond, and then, like, 10 episodes later, fully redeemed. You know what I mean? By the way, they redeemed White Diamond in the finale of the whole show. So we didn't even get to see what she's like afterwards, until the movie. And the sequel series.
I think, genuinely, I'd rather, like, saw my leg off.
Exactly. And I say this all to say, good character arcs are not limited to the media that you watch. It's not limited to, like, It has to be an amazing movie to have amazing character arcs. It has to be an amazing. These are
Okay.
cartoons. They're meant for children, and one of them did an amazing job. One of them did a horrible job. Anything could happen in any media. Just don't make sure to actually look out at what you're looking at. You know what I mean? When you read a book, it could be a book for kids. It could be a book for grown ass adults. It could be a book for anything. It could be a movie for anyone. It could be, and it could have amazing writing and amazing character arcs. You see it in Avatar. You see bad writing in Steven Universe. They're both the same type of platform. They're both the same type of media for the same type of consumer.
It's about how you approach it.
It's about how you approach it. Do you have any character you want to talk about now? Or any kind of character, any kind of arc, anything that bugs you?
I always found Aaron Yeager to
Interesting.
be really interesting, and I also love him as a character.
Do you think he's right or do you think he's wrong?
You know, I'll give an actual answer, but I will say to a certain extent, I don't even care
Oh, okay.
whether he's right or wrong. But I think I see where he's coming from.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't say he's all the way wrong. I wouldn't say he's all the way right.
I think he's all the way wrong.
Um,
We can talk about
but
that.
I mean, regardless, I just like how. Listen, I'm the type of guy that like I prefer like the bad ending in a movie sometimes. You know what I mean? Like
So
the
you don't like American films?
uh, there's a lot of them that I do not like.
I feel like
It's always like, oh, Sunshine and Rainbows. It's like we just went through hell and back to Sunshine and Rainbows.
I
Like,
hate when American films fucking they get a movie from another country and they cut the bad part of the ending and they make their own.
yeah, I don't.
They did that in so many fucking movies, horror movies especially.
Yeah, like speaking of horror movies, the Speak No Evil.
Oh yeah, Speak No Evil. They changed
Yeah.
it. They made their own new
Yeah,
ending.
it's like I prefer, and I haven't watched the original, but I
watched
prefer
it.
the original ending to the.
There's a movie. I forget what it's called specifically. It's a horror movie about these like people. They go into a cave
Yeah.
and there's like this whole like different species in this cave like hunts them down. In the original version, by the way, they didn't reshoot it for the American version. They literally just cut the ending.
No.
Because what happens is like she escapes the cave and she gets in the car and then she like escapes. But then they cut the last scene of the movie where she actually wakes up in the cave because she never escaped. She just hit her head and dreamed of the last part of the movie where she escaped.
Bro.
They cut the
Come on,
ending
bro.
part. They kept the jump scare at the very end. They kept this jump scare that happened, but they didn't get the part of her like realizing that she's still in the cave.
Bro. See, like that's so ass.
So ass.
Like that's so ass, bro.
Bro, yo, stop changing these endings for American audiences. American
bro.
audiences can handle that endings, yo.
And not everything has to be sunshine and rainbows, bro.
Not everything
Fuck.
does.
Like, damn, bro.
Like
Nah.
AOT.
Like exactly, bro. Like I really love Aaron as a character, bro. I think. I mean, it also has to do with the pacing, like how they rolled out his storyline, how they
Yeah.
rolled out what you knew about him and when you knew about it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I always felt like his shift was done so well.
Okay.
Like I haven't seen any other shift done like his was. And to be fair, right, I'm biased. I love AOT. It's one.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites, like animes of all time.
All time show.
Yeah, I really enjoy AOT.
How do you feel about them people who are like, this is the greatest show of all time? I disagree personally.
It's actually a really popular take. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and tell them they're wrong. I can see why it's kind of like Oppenheimer to me in a way where like it uses high IQ, smart like cinema brain people stuff and packages it into a really like digestible show that's really good. And so like someone like me, for example, like with Oppenheimer, like I knew that I loved it and I do love it, but I wasn't really sure why exactly yet. I feel like AOT, a lot of people just really love it, but they don't really understand why. Sometimes,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, because they're just like, oh, this is not only is this different. To be fair, also just the concept behind AOT is phenomenal. Like, you know, it's very unique. It's very memorable. It was done very well. The animation was great. It just had a lot going for it.
No, AOT was a
You know what I
great
mean?
show, 100%.
And it's different. You know what I mean? It's different. Like Game of Thrones, it's different. You know what I mean? But all of it's believable because you know it's human enough.
I don't
know what I
think AOT.
So I feel like it fills up a lot of gaps for people to make those claims, and I wouldn't agree with those claims. I don't agree. I don't think it's the greatest of all time. I don't think it's the best of all time. But if someone says it's their greatest or their, I mean, yeah,
I wouldn't.
that makes sense to me. I can see where they're
I
coming
wouldn't
from.
agree. I see where they're coming from, but my whole thing against it being the greatest show of all time is really how dense it is versus other shows.
Okay.
Like Breaking Bad is a very compact show.
Very
It's not
compact.
long, and on top of not being long,
Which
it's
sucks.
very good.
Sometimes I wish it was longer.
Like when I by the way, when I mean compact, I specifically mean from start to finish, there's no weak points.
Okay.
Breaking
Yes.
Bad just goes. It is so good, in fact, that there's only like one scene that's like really bad, and the whole lot, Skyler and
And even then, it's not even that it's bad written. It's just,
it's just bad.
yeah,
It's hard to watch, but
it's a hard to watch. Yeah.
like Breaking Bad is very much like no weak points, and there's a few shows out there that I'd say maybe are better than Breaking Bad because they have higher highs than Breaking Bad,
Okay.
which is crazy because Breaking Bad has some very high highs.
Very.
But the problem
Yes.
is the lows of Breaking Bad are still like good. Like there's no real
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was
lows.
about to say. I'm not. I was about to like. I was waiting. I thought you were actually gonna say something.
And then
Like, be like,
people-
oh yeah, this is the lowest. I'm like, I
No,
don't.
Breaking Bad doesn't really have lows. And then you look at something like AOT, where the AOT fan base loves to say that AOT is the same. AOT has lows.
Well, it has lows.
Season one is not good. Can we stop pretending like season one was good? Season one was okay. And the beginning of season one was actually bad. I'm sorry, but the beginning of season one was bad. And
What
then
happened at the beginning of season
it's
one?
like when they join the scouts and like all that.
Oh yeah, sure. It's not
Like
memorable.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was really, I think for a lot of people it was really memorable because they'd never seen an anime before.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh my god, anime for the first time. This is awesome.
I think where I disagree is people call it perfect.
it's not
Some
perfect.
people call it. It's not perfect by any means.
I don't think any
Very
piece of
good,
media
not
is perfect.
Very good, but not perfect.
I don't think any piece of media is perfect, but breaking. Oh my god, wrong
But I mean,
one.
you
Attack on
can
Titan.
make like some arguments, and again, nothing perfect, but
Yeah.
like this is close enough to where you could throw it into that kind of S tier, perfect ish
Something.
tier.
Nothing is perfect because something can always come along and be better.
No, of course, of course.
Meanwhile,
of course.
AOT. AOT fans love to say it's the best because it doesn't have bad moments.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It does have low moments. Breaking Bad is what AOT fans claim AOT is.
That's true. And also, I think like and I mean, I'm gonna attest to this. I think the same way that I love Aaron so much is one of the major reasons that people love AOT so much. And to draw that parallel to Breaking Bad, I think even though like Tomas and I literally yesterday were like or the day before something like that, we were like shitting on Walter because he's a loser.
Yesterday, he's a loser. Yeah.
But I also feel that people seeing Walter, the complexity of Walter and how he navigates the world, I think is fairly similar to Aaron in that regard. And I mean, again, there's other characters in Breaking Bad that make the fucking show. Jesse.
Jesse.
I don't even have to say no. Jesse alone,
Saul,
right?
Gus.
But I feel like Walter's character and Aaron's character play such huge roles, at least for me, and I'm sure for a lot of other people, in why people love these shows so much. And I feel like, since, exactly what you were saying, since it's usually a lot of people's first anime or first great anime, and it has such an interesting concept paired with such a great character.
Do you think it's the best anime?
No.
What's your best anime?
No. Probably JoJo's. Probably JoJo's.
Yeah,
Probably
JoJo's.
JoJo's. My favorite anime is One Piece, but best anime, probably JoJo's. I think as I've watched more and more stuff, I've grown a liking to, and maybe this is just my taste, growing because I've been watching more quality stuff as of recent. I think I have grown accustomed to having things not be drawn out.
I think JoJo's.
You know what I mean? Like JoJo's is like you're saying with Breaking Bad, it's compact.
I love
they
when
don't overstay
something's
their welcome.
compact. I love when something is nice, it happens, and then you can really look at it and say this had no flaws. It was
This
short.
is good, man.
If you want a good show that does that, by the way, go watch Chernobyl. Chernobyl is really it's only one season. Minimal episodes. I think it's like 8 episodes.
Okay.
And it's really good.
Yeah, see, it's things like that. Like, I was never a huge like slice of life romance guy until like later into me watching anime, but Anohana is like amazing.
Anohana,
you know what I mean?
Anohana,
and it's so short and it's so good.
Is so peak. Anohana made me cry, bro. Anohana is so good.
It's so good. You know what I mean? And again, like yes, like me being a fucking like the child in me is still like One Piece cool. Like it's my favorite anime. Sorry, but like. JoJo's, I could watch JoJo's all day.
What Luffy represents is just so strong, man. What Luffy represents is just
yeah. And it's just so like it gets to a certain point where it's kind of like So I'm actually not gonna bring that up. I'm gonna bring up Larry Wheels, but not in the same light we brought him up earlier. There was this video that I actually saw yesterday of
Yeah.
this boxer, and he was hitting Larry Wheels. And it why I bring that up is kind of like you have enough size at some point, or so much muscle, or so much like iron, you know, like
Yeah.
a brick wall. Like you can punch a brick wall as many times as you want. If you don't have the strength or the size, you're not gonna get through it. One Piece. Not that it has so much content, but it's just so entertaining. You know, it's
Yeah.
like something can be so entertaining while it's lacking in certain things. Like it's not maybe as quality as JoJo's. I don't think so, but it's so entertaining
And it speaks on so many
that
different topics
yes,
that
see
it's
that's
like
what saves it because it has enough like volume to where it has some ugly and One Piece has some bad moments. Dressrosa, hello, like I love Dressrosa, but it
yo.
was so drawn out.
I dropped the anime in
Yeah, I
Dressrosa.
mean it
I
happens.
literally moved. I switched over to the manga. That's how
Yeah,
bad Dressrosa was in the. And you know what the worst part is? Dressrosa is one of the best manga arcs.
it's great,
It's
but
great.
but
And then
you
the
look
anime is
at
so bad.
it's like they kind of One Piece is definitely an exception. They give themselves enough volume to where they have ugly and they can bear it because what they do with the rest of their time is so good.
By the way,
It's so
volume
good.
volume does not always volume very rarely will match up to quality.
Exactly.
Volume will
Exactly.
One Piece is like an
Yeah,
exception
One Piece is
among
like
the
a yeah,
exceptions
yeah, yeah.
because
Because it has so like it doesn't have like so much. It has
you look at like
so
Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball has
much.
so much, and then
Like
Dragon Ball still will never compare to
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
and that's not Dragon Ball. Hey, Dragon Ball's awesome, yo. But
Yeah.
that's the problem. Dragon Ball's just awesome. It's not well
Exactly.
written. It's
Yeah.
just
See,
awesome.
JoJo's is like it's short, it's sweet, it gets to the point, and bro, you're sitting there and
It's
you're
short.
there. Well, short comparatively, right?
9 parts. It's
Right? Yeah,
short.
yeah, yeah. Compared to, and it's still going right. But like you know, Breaking Bad, 5 seasons. And by the way, I was lying. I got it incorrect. Last season is 16 episodes, not 13.
Oh my god.
Extra long. It's the longest
Extra
one.
long. Yeah, I know.
So
Fuck.
you know, you look at these relatively short shows, and they usually get the edge, man. They usually get the
It's just
edge.
because they have. It's better to have 20 good episodes in a 20 episode show than 20 good episodes in a 100 episode show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or just having 20 great episodes aside from 80 good
Good
episodes,
ones.
like
Yeah.
okay, you know what
One
I'm
Piece
saying?
gets away with it
Like you get
because
more quality,
One Piece gets away with it
but
because it's like actually like 1,000 episodes, and it's
yeah,
like 800 of them are like good.
yeah.
Nah, that's an exaggeration. 600 of them are
Well, no,
good.
they're at like 1150, something like that, bro.
Well, they're like
Bro,
at 11 something, and
I don't even consider it by episode. I consider it by arcs. Like what arcs were good, what arcs weren't.
out of all of that, I think 500 of them are good, 300 of them are great, and the rest are like.
You can say that. You can say that.
I'm saying that as a One Piece fan. It's like I have the straw hat flag over my bed, bro. And I'm still out here talking about something. I feel like a good part of One Piece is just straight.
Yeah, and it's an interesting comparison, even when you come down to the characters, because
Yeah.
Luffy stays the same the whole time.
I think Luffy's a great character to talk about.
Luffy's a fan, an
Let's
amazing
get back on
character.
to Aaron, but Luffy's a great character to talk
Yeah,
about here.
like
too.
Aaron. I also just it's hard to like compare emotions when
Yeah.
it comes to Aaron with other characters. You know what I mean? Because like, let's say we have somebody like, fuck, I'm blinking. Who was your first pick?
What, Zuko. It's always Zuko.
Zuko, right?
Yeah.
So someone
I
like
was
Zuko,
like,
like Zuko went through ups, downs. He's young,
I
right?
think Aaron had a reverse Zuko arc. He had
No, yeah,
he had
yeah, yeah.
a reverse
I'm
redemption
getting
arc.
how old was Zuko? 'Cause he was fairly young, right?
He was a teenager.
Yeah, so like I feel like it's somewhat difficult to compare Aaron because
Dude,
he
Aang is like 12.
he
You know what I mean?
like he accelerated so quickly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He went from like yo like I'm this kid. Oh my god, I saw my mother die. Okay, this thing with my dad was weird. I'm basically the chosen one, and I'm living with my friends. And then it was that right there. He stopped. He had everything in the back of his mind. And then he stopped right there. Okay, I'm living with my friends. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And then out
Oh,
of
my God.
nowhere, out
Yeah.
of nowhere, it's like all that from the back of his head just got launched to his prefrontal cortex. And then it's like, oh, I'm gonna destroy the world now.
Let's talk about it.
Like, I'm
hold
gonna
on,
destroy the
hold
world.
on. Let's talk about it.
Immediately.
Aaron Yeager is an archetype character.
Yes,
And you know who the archetype is born from? Paul Atreides from Dune.
I have not
Paul
watched it.
Atreides from Dune was, if you let's see if you can catch similarities here, a character who was born to a special mother, not that, special mother, and a special father. His dad was of House Atreides, making him the next in line to be the Duke of House Atreides.
Right.
And his mom was like a witch. She was a Bene Gesserit. It's like a special kind of witch, right?
Okay.
And Paul is the chosen one.
Okay,
And
fire.
through being the chosen one, he is influenced by his mom, who was the magical one, like Aaron, his dad is the magical one,
Yeah.
influences him to do certain things that eventually betray his earlier character. He tries to do good for a people group.
Yes.
The people group being the Fremen
Okay.
of Arrakis. He tries to do good for them, and in doing good for them, he slowly turns more and more evil and becomes a dictator and tries to
Shit.
take over the world.
Oh
You know
shit.
what I mean? That's just
This
Aaron.
is
Bro.
literally
That's
just Aaron.
literally
Yeah.
and in the same vein, you have Anakin Skywalker, who was born of a mother who's regular, but he's also his dad is the Force. So he's basically Star Wars Jesus,
Yeah.
and he's born and he's the chosen one. He has to bring balance to the Force, and throughout his journey of bringing balance to the Force, he becomes evil and turns into Darth Vader and takes over the universe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's
Yeah,
an
yeah,
archetypal
yeah.
character, and it comes from Paul Atreides of Dune. And all of these have their differences, right? Because all of these are inspired by different real life things.
Yes.
So all of them are different in that sense. But when you really look at it, the whole chosen one turned villain is an amazing fucking character arc.
It is an amazing
It's an
fucking
amazing
character
fucking
arc.
character
It's
arc.
so fucking
I
cool.
love Anakin. Anakin, I think if I look throughout my whole life, Anakin was my favorite character in all of fiction for the longest time out of
Yeah.
anyone. So I fucking love Anakin. And then when I found out that Star Wars is heavily inspired by Dune, and I read the Dune books, I did not read the Dune books. I
Okay.
glazed over them. I want to sit down and really read Dune.
Yeah.
I'm not as knowledgeable because I kind of just sat down and and then I obviously did watch the movies 100%. And I fucking love Paul Atreides.
Yeah.
Fucking love Paul Atreides is amazing.
He's
I
cool as
can
fuck,
tell
bro.
why people would watch Paul Atreides and be like, I want that in my story
Yeah.
because he's awesome. He is so, and I'd argue if we want to rank them on evilness, I think Paul Atreides and Aaron are pretty fucking close.
You think so?
They're very close. I think Aaron is more wrong than. Paul Atreides is pretty wrong. I think the only one out of all of them that isn't 100%, 1,000,000,000% wrong is Anakin. Because you can make a real argument that Anakin doesn't do everything out of his free will. And it's very much like the Emperor.
okay.
The Emperor Palpatine is very much like
Yeah.
stirring his noggin. But Paul Atreides really just does shit out of his own free will to be evil, and
watch it,
Aaron
bro.
also kind of just does shit to do.
Just
out of
random question. Are how many new movies are there? 2 or 3?
There's 2.
Are
A
they
third
like
one's
long?
coming out.
Are they really long?
No, not really.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't remember the run times, but they didn't feel like long movies.
Okay.
I think they're both like 2 hours,
Okay.
give or
Okay.
take.
I was just curious.
But yeah, the whole chosen one turned evil is kind of like
It's
an
sick.
It's a sick archetype.
Dude, like that's the recipe for
It comes
coolness,
from one of the sickest characters in fiction.
Yeah, I
Paul
mean-
Atreides is awesome. If you want to get an idea of how cool Paul Atreides is, there's a scene in the second movie where he says all of his titles. He is the Duke of Arrakis. He's the leader of House Atreides. He is the chosen one, Lisan al Gaib. He's the hero of Arrakis, Maudip. He has so many titles.
This guy
And then
has
he
all
becomes
the
emperor.
accolades, bro.
And he's Emperor of the Imperium now. He's
Yeah,
awesome, dude.
That's kind of legendary, bro. I'm not
Also,
gonna lie.
he gets to be emperor by fighting a 1v1.
Oh, that's horror.
He challenges the emperor. He's like, give me your champion and I'll fight him with a fucking knife. And then he beats the emperor's champion.
What the champion have?
The champion that the emperor chose was the son of the guy who killed Paul's entire house.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's
shit.
awesome. And he kills the guy, and then he's like, now that I killed him, I'm gonna marry your daughter and I'm gonna become emperor.
damn.
Bow to me. And the emperor bows to him.
Basically said I fucked.
And he starts a holy war because all the great houses are like, we are not bowing to you, brother. And he's like, you're not bowing to me? Holy war time.
Nuke the whole generation.
Nuke the whole generation. By the way, he says it. There's really in the beginning of the movies, he's literally talking about I have dreams that they fight a holy war in my name. I don't want that.
No.
I don't want that to happen. And then by the end of the movie, he's like, holy war, let's fucking go.
Fucking legendary.
go.
I gotta go watch Dune.
That's
bro.
why he's awesome. He's awesome because he is like Aaron. Where if Aaron from season 1 met Aaron from the last season, he'd be like, "You're fucking evil. I don't want to be you." Paul Atreides has dreams of the future where he's like, "I don't want these things to happen, so I need to stop them from happening."
Fuck, and Aaron saw the fucking future at the same fucking. Oh, that's insane.
Paul Atreides has dreams of the future where he's like, "I don't want this to happen. I don't want to become this guy. If I do this, if I go north, they're gonna." There's gonna be a holy war in my name. Millions.
sick.
He literally says in the movie like millions will die. I don't want that to happen.
That's sick.
And then he goes to the north, and millions die in his name for a holy war. He's so sick. Paul Atreides in Dune is so sick, and you know a character's sick when he spawns so many other like not copycat characters but inspired characters.
Yeah.
And I think out of all of them, right, it pains me to say this, but I think Aaron is probably like one of the better
You think so?
chosen ones turned evil out of all of them. Because Anakin, it hurts me so much to say this, but Anakin just he turned evil, but I think in the end Anakin does fulfill the prophecy. Aaron doesn't really fulfill the prophecy. And Paul kind of shifts his chosen oneness to his sister.
Okay.
And she fulfills the stuff.
Interesting.
And then there's a whole debate of was Paul ever really the chosen one, or did he just think he was the chosen one? And then that whole stuff. Anakin was like there was that debate for a little bit where it was like, did Anakin transfer his chosen oneness to his son? George Lucas came out and was like, no. Anakin was the chosen one.
He was that guy.
He killed. Think about the Jedi thought that bringing balance to the Force meant getting rid of all the Sith, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Getting balance to the Force means equal. He killed all the Sith and killed all the Jedi. He killed all the Jedi as Anakin, and then as Vader, he killed himself and the Emperor, killing all the Sith.
Insane.
And then his son is like not really a Jedi. In Legends, he's not really a Jedi. He's like his own branch of like spirituality and stuff. Like he says he's a Jedi, but he's very much different from the corrupt Jedi of the past.
Yeah.
So it's like Anakin really was that guy. Out of all of them, Anakin ends up being that guy. He's chosen one turned evil, turned good again by his son. Meanwhile, Paul Atreides.
See, it's interesting, bro. When you look at all
Paul
these
Atreides bad. Aaron bad.
I don't know, man. Listen, bro. Like as much as I dislike it sometimes, right? Like wanting to reach that next level of peakness. You know what I mean? And I know this isn't making sense, but I'm making it make sense. like you try to get that quality and like take things seriously because you take something serious and it turns something, turns a concept into something greater than just the concept itself, right? Like something like Aaron and I mean especially Anakin, like Anakin, it's like there was this concept and it turned into this unimaginable thing, right? Ripples through the whole Jedi world, right? But I'm not gonna lie, and it pains me to say this a little because I like taking things serious and making cool things that have meaning. But the cool factor, bro, like the cool factor sometimes, bro, it's just like it's undeniable, bro.
And Anakin is one of the greatest aura farmers in the history of fiction.
Like it pains me to say it, but
Anakin literally lost everything, right? And he was like this dark, brooding guy. And even when he turned evil, the only aspect of his character that remained that's just kind of goofy was the fact that this guy loves aura farming.
Bro,
like he lost his jokes, he lost his smile, he lost his face. But Darth Vader aura farms just as much as Anakin. Like, there's literally a scene in Star Wars Rebels where not Star Wars Rebels, even worse. In the Rogue One movie, actual Star Wars movie, there's a scene where his cape is flowing in space.
What the fuck?
Think about it. There's no... hold on. There's no air in space. How is his cape flowing, you may ask, right? You know what the whole community says?
What?
He used the Force to make his fucking cape flow because he's Yeah. There's a scene where in Star Wars Rebels where he shows up and the ship comes down and he's standing on top of the ship. And there's no one in the ship, so you're asking, wait, why if he's standing on top of the ship and no one's in the ship? How is the ship flying? He's standing on top of the ship using the Force to make the ship fly over to them because he wanted to stand on top of the ship to aura farm.
That's actually the funniest.
No. Darth Vader is one of the greatest aura farms in fiction history, dude. This guy, like.
No, that's next level.
That's next level.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that is 100% next level. Like this dude, any chance he gets to aura farm, bro, he's standing on top of the ship. Well, he did not just stand on top of the ship. He did not, like they're waiting. Like Ezra and Kanan are sitting there watching him come down, like standing on top of the ship.
Imagine
like,
Superman, like you see Superman's ship, and then you see him under the ship just carrying it with one arm.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck, bro?
No, but even worse,
just a flex.
Anakin isn't carrying. Anakin's standing on top of that with his lightsaber on, just like.
No, it looks better. It
He's
looks way
aura farming.
better.
He's aura farming.
Bro.
He aura farms so much, and there's so many examples. There's like a few examples in the series of him using like his cape flowing in situations where like why is it flowing like that?
Yeah.
He's using the force to make it flow.
Bro, see,
like he's aura farming.
It's shit like that, like, you know, and it's good to, you know, sometimes just make light of
his
things.
aura
but
is so strong that, in my opinion, and this might be a crazy take for people out there, Vader is the greatest villain in history, in fiction history.
that's fair.
Vader is the GOAT. Joker,
I
sit
mean,
down.
see,
all right?
yeah, like that's what I was gonna say. Like, what are really his comp? We have Joker,
It's Joker and Vader. Those are the top two. I think there's a.
and then I mean, it really depends on preference, in my opinion.
If you want to get into like well written characters, you have like Antoine. Oh, I forgot his name. It's like Antoine something from No Country for Old Men. Anton, he's fucking scary.
Okay.
And his whole philosophy is like really fucking cool. Bad, but very fucking cool. I think there's a very good argument for. I mean, let me really think of like amazing villains all time. Hans Landa from Inglourious Bastards. He's really like.
I also gotta watch
He's one of those. He's one of those villains. I also think you on the topic of Dune. I think Baron Harkonnen is one of the better villains in the history. Tywin Lannister from the Song of Ice and Fire series. He's really fucking awesome. There's a bunch of really like when you think about all time villains. I have like a list of like these are my favorite villains ever.
Yeah.
But you really want to talk about goats. Darth Vader is him, bro.
Yeah.
He has the aura, which he farms himself. He has the aura. He has the backstory. He's one of the strongest characters in the show. He's intimidating.
Bro.
He's scary. You play these, by the way, there's so many examples. A really good example is the Star Wars The Last Jedi game, right?
Mm-hmm.
In The Last Jedi game, you fight him and you actually can't beat him.
You can't?
You can't, because he's that guy. You're some
Bro.
guy. He kicks your fucking ass. He kicks your ass across multiple rooms. You don't win, you escape. Like, he's tough, bro.
Sounds
ill.
like Vader.
Yeah, he's horrifying. Like, you watch these characters fight him. Dude, a whole thing, on Rebels, a whole thing falls on top of him. And they're like, he's dead. And then he just lifts it with one. Like, he's under it. And then, no, I'm serious.
See, dude, those moments are so fucking cool, though, bro, because, like, Darth Vader's whole thing, not his whole thing, right, but he's the Force, right? So, like, you look and you're like, yo, this guy's, like, such a majesty.
Yeah.
In a way that it's like, he wouldn't even let, like crumbles fall on him. And then he shows you raw strength.
Yeah.
Raw, bro, that's so dope.
He literally, it's
Because
on.
the Force is one thing, but you see, like if he just flexed,
No.
bro.
He's not
bro.
lifting it with his hand, like actually lifting it. Like it's the Force, but he's using one hand to just like
Nah,
lift
but
the
that's
shit
still
up.
so cool,
And you're
bro.
like, what the fuck?
Like genuine, like just raw strength
also,
like
in the
that, bro.
in the Obi-Wan show, the ship is taking off and he just stops it with one hand. He's like,
Oh yeah, I
with
see
the
that.
Force.
I
I'm
saw
like,
that.
no.
He's walking, he's like,
Nah,
it's just that you're not going anywhere,
You're not
bro.
going anywhere. He's so ill.
But it's so dumb to, like that's the thing, bro. That's a whole other half of things that I don't talk about as much because like. Can you quantify cool points, bro? And it's like again, bro, like I like taking things serious to make like meaning out of things, but sometimes you have to just like
Oh my God.
you have to magnify the light of everything because taking things light and just having shit be cool and explosions go off, like bro.
You want to talk about cool, bro? You know who else is a major aura farmer? Paul Atreides is a major aura farmer too.
Dude, I gotta watch this shit, bro.
I'm trying to think of like some really good aura moments for him, but like there's when they invade the base, they like come in on the worms. The big ass ones.
Wait, that sounded insane. What did you just say?
When they come in on the worms, the like death worms. In Dune, they have these big old like worms. They come in
I understand,
riding,
coming on the worms.
No, they come into the area on the worms, which are horrifying.
Yes.
And then this dude pulls up to the throne room, and he is like fully decked out. So they don't know it's Paul Atreides yet. They just know because they know about the hero of the Freemen, Maudip, but they don't know it's Paul Atreides. And he just shows up. He just walks past all of them, and he kills the guy who killed his dad, the Baron. Just kills him. And then he turns to the Emperor, says some fucking cool ass lines. Like he just didn't have to. He didn't have to show up with the head wrap and all that shit. He could have just showed him like, "I'm Paul Atreides, guys."
Maudip. Where the fuck does he get these nicknames, bro? This is
He's
tough.
dope. He's dope.
This is tough.
So basically, Lisan Al Gaib is like the promised messiah of the Fremen, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's him. Maudip is the name he gains by just living amongst them and being really like cool.
Okay.
Because all the Fremen get their own nicknames. When
So
they become,
he's chill. He's chill.
let me play this.
He's chill with him.
He got Maudip by being a warrior of the Fremen, so they gave him the name.
All right.
Lisan Al Gaib is the messiah of the Fremen religion, which is why they even brought him in the first place, because one dude was like, this guy is the Messiah.
Oh, he's that guy.
So yeah, he's Lasan Al Gaib. He's Maudib. He also is the Duke of Arrakis, because his dad, Leto Atreides, was the Duke of Arrakis. He got it in the movie. He's also the leader of House Atreides because dad died and he was the heir. He also becomes Emperor of the Imperium because he becomes Emperor of the Imperium. So you know what I mean?
This guy's locked.
This guy's a lot.
And
he also has the voice because his mom was a Bene Gesserit, which is like they have like these like magical like mind control powers kind of. And the mother, who's like the strongest Bene Gesserit, tries to like tell him, so when he's in the throne room talking with the Emperor, and he's like giving these crazy speeches. That's his main power. This dude gives the best speeches ever. Bro. All right, and he's giving this hard ass speech. By the way, Timothy Chalamet. You know what I mean? Right. It's a hard speech. He's giving these hard ass speeches, and then the Bene Gesserit lady's like, "You can't do this," and then he uses the voice on her, and she's like the leader of the order. He just says silence. Oh, he's peak.
This is elite.
He's peak. This is elite. Farming wise, Vader.
Yeah.
Paul Atreides, and then at the bottom is Aaron, because remember when Aaron was crying? And I think Aaron ends the show with negative aura.
You think so?
I think he ends the show. So you want to talk about cool points?
No, he doesn't have it like the other guys.
He was literally crying like, I can't fuck me, Casa. I'm like, yeah, bro. I guess, brother.
But yeah, bro, I think that's a pretty good. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about Aaron, bro, because I don't know. I don't know anybody. I haven't seen many other characters like him, bro. Personally, bro.
I haven't seen many characters like him. We talked about like a few others. You gotta watch.
No, but I haven't. I don't know much about Star Wars. Like I haven't watched Star Wars and I haven't watched Dune.
I don't think you could watch Star Wars.
Why not? Oh, it's a lot. Bro.
I've attempted to get you to watch Star Wars before, and
bro, it's hard. Bro.
You couldn't get through the first movie. Like
maybe when I'm like 35 and I have nothing to do.
You have free time. You can sit down and watch Star Wars. That'd be great. We could have a whole episode based on that.
Speaking of, we were talking about mafia movies. Dude, I was gonna watch a mafia movie this weekend. I think I'm gonna just watch Dune, bro.
Dune.
I think I'm gonna just watch Dune.
Dune Part 1 is very much a slow setting up movie. It does not work on its own.
Okay.
Respectfully to Dune 1, it does not work on its own. As its own movie, literally, like barely anything happens. But like the fall of House Atreides, but like, you know what I mean? Like Paul himself does.
Yeah.
The movie really happens in the second movie. The second movie is like a 9 out of 10.
Damn.
The second movie's awesome. The first movie is like just setting stuff up. It's like a 7. It's okay. But then the second movie is just like. Also, Timothy Chalamet as Paul Atreides.
Yeah, it's tough. Right.
Bro. The speech he gives to all the Furmen before they go to war for him.
Oh, shit.
Where he's basically like, he literally turns to one dude and describes the dude's life. And the guy's like, how do you know about my life? He's like, because I'm the Messiah. He's like, I am Lasan Al Gaib. It's like, yo. Because the whole second movie, there's like a bunch of doubters of like, he's not really the Messiah. Like young people.
He's not him.
The young people are like, we don't believe in the religion anyways. He's not the Messiah. It's like some old people shit. By the end of the movie, all the Furmen are literally like millions of them are there. And he's just giving a speech where he's just like, I'm the fucking toughest. He's like, I'm Paul of House Atreides. Like, yo, he's dope. He's ill. Oh, just spent a whole fucking thing glazing Paul Atreides.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time. Do you want to go into next character, or you want me to go?
Oh, are you feeling motivated?
What?
Are you feeling motivated? Because you like want to space them out. If you want to go into your next character.
So you want me to go?
Yeah.
What do I want to go with? Because I feel like I have one that like might not take that much, but I have questions for you about it.
Okay, go ahead.
We'll do Gus.
Gus Fring.
Guys, I really wanted to talk about like Breaking Bad, but I'm not done with it. I'm on episode 2 of season 5. Yeah, I'm done with Gus.
Importantly, he has not seen Better Call Saul. I have.
Yeah, I'm on season 5, episode 2.
Gus is awesome.
Gus is so cool.
Gus is like a top 5 TV show villain of all time.
But he's so consistent.
He's so consistent.
I wanted to ask like how you feel about his consistency. Does that make him Gus for you, or does that take away?
That would not take away in any way, shape, or form. Consistency in a character is, do you mean like the way that his character never really evolves or anything? He's a static character. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, what I'm saying is like is he J. Cole to you?
No.
Okay.
I don't see music the same way I see it.
No. I know, but I'm saying like J. Cole's very consistent. Gus is very consistent.
Luffy is a static character for 1,000, 100,000 million episodes, and I love him for it.
Okay.
It's really about. Because every character needs to be consistent to be good. They can change, but it needs to be a believable change. You can't just add a character. Gus is very, very consistent, and I think that comes down to obviously the amazing writing, but the god tier performance Giancarlo Esposito put on.
Bro.
This dude is probably one of the best villain actors
Oh yeah.
out there.
Yeah. He's my number one.
In the boys, he has a very, very good performance.
Yes.
But in this show,
Bro.
the Chicken Man. Should they call him that in Breaking Bad? Because in Better Call Saul,
I don't remember.
In Better Call Saul, for the Salamanca people, they don't respect them. So they're like, "This, you gonna go deal with the Chicken Man."
No, I mean I didn't hear
Chicken
him call
Man.
him the Chicken Man, bro. But Gus is so cool.
Gus is so.
He's so good at what he does. He's like, there's not that many characters. Not to say this against Breaking Bad, but there's just the
truly intimidating characters.
What I mean is like what is moving the story is a handful of characters, right?
Yeah.
And the handful of characters, bro, you want to see them on the screen at all times. Gus is one of those guys that I was always excited to see what he had to do. Like, bro, the arc where he was trying to stay away, like really be distant and have Walt not even come close to him, like it was a cool arc. But I was like, fuck, I want to see what Gus is up to, bro.
I could see that. I think the way I see Gus and the thing that makes him such a great villain is how, like, you can really feel how pragmatic he is. You know what I mean? Like, he's always plotting, and it's something that he shares with Tywin Lannister from Game of Thrones, where he's very much, you feel like he's in control of every situation.
Yes.
Like, he very much, no matter what the situation, no matter how bad the hand he's been dealt, first of all, you're not in his head. You cannot guess what he's going to do next. But it's not in the way where you can't guess what Tuco's going to do next because Tuco's crazy. You can't guess what Gus is going to do next because you don't have his full hand. You don't have his full play.
Yes,
you don't
exactly.
really get his motivations. You don't really get where he's coming from things because he's hiding them from Walt. And he's actually really fucking good at hiding
Very
them.
fucking
Which
good.
makes him scary as shit. He can do anything. Unlike Tuco, where Tuco can do anything because he's crazy. You can feel like Walt can outsmart Tuco.
Yeah,
because Tuco is just
absolutely.
crazy. You don't know what Gus is going to do next, and you feel like, Walt can't outsmart Gus.
No. Do you think Walt's smarter than Gus?
No.
I
think Walt is overrated as fuck when it comes to being smart.
I agree.
He's such a good chemist, you know, but when it comes to actual decisions, he's dumb. I think a lot of the mystique around Walt as a villain, and it comes to just sheer luck and plot armor. This guy is one of the luckiest motherfuckers. And the thing is, it's not like, that's not bad writing because the show points it out so many times.
Yeah.
That Walt is so ridiculously lucky. And the smartest thing that Walt does is surround himself by people that are better than him at this whole situation. The only thing and then it's the biggest negative of his is in the same sphere. His ego's too big to listen to them.
Huh?
I said his biggest positive is that he surrounds himself by people who are way better than him at this whole drug thing. But his biggest problem is that he doesn't listen to them because his ego is too big.
Oh, yeah.
So he's not willing to listen to like a Mike, for example. You're going to see that a lot more in season 5. He's not willing to listen to like a Mike, even though Mike is way better at drug operations than he is. But he's not willing to listen to Mike because I'm Heisenberg. I don't need to listen to
the GOAT.
I'm the man who killed Gus Fring.
I'm at the door.
You know what I mean?
Knocking.
He says that as well. He's like, I'm the man who killed Gus Fring.
Damn.
You are not the man that killed Gus Fring, brother. Hector Salamanca is the man that killed Gus Fring. But he'll take credit for anything. There's actually a very interesting thing in Walt's character. Anytime he kills someone, he adopts their character traits.
Really?
Yes. And he adopts a lot of... He tries to adopt Gus's pragmatism and like, you don't know what I'm going to do next. Because I'm plotting 40 steps ahead. And he's not as good at it as Gus is. So that's automatically, to me, that shows that Gus is smarter than Walt.
Yeah.
We're talking about, in Gus, we're talking about a guy who tricked the cartel into believing his loyalties and then turned around and killed the whole operation. Killed everybody.
Jesus.
Everybody.
He's elite.
And he brought Jesse there for, I don't even know. He just wanted to show Jesse.
Yeah, he wanted
to witness. He wanted to witness.
Bro, that was elite, bro.
I love Gus and Jesse's relationship, too. Where Gus goes from seeing Jesse as like, this guy's a hindrance, this guy's a problem, this guy, I want to work with Walt, but we can't have this Jesse guy around. To completely flipping the script, where like, I get the fucking Walt guy out of here. I love this Jesse kid though. I want the Jesse kid to work for me forever. Yeah. His plan, I think his plan by the end was to kill Walt and try and convince Jesse to like stay on with him. I agree. Jesse would cook the blue meth. Yeah. By the way, personal take, I think by the end of the series, Jesse's better at cooking meth than Walt.
You think so?
I think so.
Interesting.
His product is more pure, I'd
Because he
say.
sees it as an art.
No, his product is just. I think his product is more pure than
Chili powder?
not chili powder. Have you seen the video where it's like if Walt listened to Jesse with the chili powder,
What?
and it's just like a montage of like stuff later in the show. Where it's like Jesse's like, no man, I use chili pea, and then Walt's like, all right, we will use chili pea. It's like AI, and then it cuts to Tuco. Tuco's like, not tight, not tight. Shit's ass. This shit again.
Not tight.
And then it's the scene where Jesse's talking about how much money he made. He's like, I made $1. He's like, $1 all night. No, I found this on the side of the road. It's really funny. It's really
That's
funny.
fucking hilarious, bro.
But yeah,
Chili pea.
it's not about chili. I think Jesse really student in the game. He sees what Walt does. He
Yeah.
learns how to do it how Walt does. And then I think by the end, he's willing to cook the meth the way that Walt does without Walt's fucking nasty little ego problems.
Yeah.
So I think Jesse's a better cook than Walt anyways.
That's kind of fire.
Walt sucks.
That's kind of fire
Walt
to
sucks.
think about that Jesse ends up being a better cook.
And
At Walt.
that
Walt's
makes
really just useless.
Walt is really just useless. I think Mike has a line about that at one point.
Really?
Where he's like, we had a great thing going and you had to come and ruin it all with your ego and your...
Yeah,
and it's
he
like,
did.
yeah, it's true. They had a great operation going with Gus. And in Better Call Saul, you get to see how good Gus really is at business and how Gus really... You know what I mean?
locked.
We get to see my spoilers. I'm not sure. We'll see. You get to see the building of the lab
Oh, okay.
during Better Call Saul.
Cool.
Gus commissioned the lab to be built. Also, having people actually build it. You're also gonna find when you finish the series. I'm gonna drop a comment on you that people don't really think about this. The community does think about it, but there's actually something really weird about the lab that Walt and Jesse cook in.
Okay.
That the show never points out, but those of you at home know what I'm talking about. There's something under the lab that
Okay.
there's something, for those of you that know.
I guess I'll know soon.
You'll know soon.
Okay.
But yeah, seeing Gus's character in Better Call Saul really adds so many more layers to the character. Makes him go from the best villain in Breaking Bad to one of the best villains in fiction.
Okay.
That is what actually for me pushes him to in television.
Really? Do you see how much of Gus? Because how many seasons is Better Call Saul?
More than Breaking Bad.
You said 8 or something?
Well, we can fact check right now.
So do you?
How many seasons is a Better Call Saul?
How much screen time do you get on Gus? Is a lot?
Better Call Saul has 6 seasons.
6.
I thought I had more.
Okay.
Breaking Bad has 5.
Yeah, Breaking Bad has 5.
I thought I had a lot more than that. Well, the show feels long because the first 3 seasons are they're not bad, but they're not amazing. They're just good.
Right.
And the show gets amazing.
But you see a lot of Gus.
You get a lot of Gus.
That's good.
I think if you had to rank the amount of screen time characters get, it's Saul number 1.
I mean, yeah.
And then I think after that, it's probably Kim Wexler. Who Kim is the vastly superior Skylar in every way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Fucking shout out Kim. People love Kim so much. I need to just throw this out there. There's a video out there of it is a video about the series, and the top comment is a timestamp of every time in the series that Kim's feet are on screen. I just need to point out the Breaking Bad community is awful. Yeah, it's a really famous.
Hello?
It's a really famous post where it's these are all the timestamps where we get to see Kim's feet. I don't know
Why?
because they love her, man.
I guess.
That's the dichotomy. Skylar is the most hated character from Breaking Bad. Kim is probably one of the most loved.
Loved feet.
Loved characters.
Ah.
People love her feet. People love her.
I guess. Bro.
Also, she was so tough in the show. You know the new Vance Gilligan show, Plurbius?
Yes.
The actress who played Kim Wexler plays the main character in Plurbius.
Oh, W.
So Vance Gilligan, enjoyed working with her. She's tough. But things aside, Kim gets the most. It's Saul. I'd say Kim gets a lot of screen time, and then there's a bunch of characters in that area. You have Gus has a lot of screen time. Mike has a lot of screen time. Howard has a lot of screen time. Hamlin, you're gonna see Howard Hamlin gets. How do I explain this without spoiling?
Is he tough?
He is one of the most undeserving bad character arcs ever, bro. This guy gets so much hate from other characters in the show for doing absolutely nothing. The whole fandom is why do you guys hate this guy? There's absolutely no reason. There's absolutely no reason for Saul to hate him. There's absolutely no half the characters that hate him. You're why? You guys are just doing this guy dirty for no reason.
He's just a punching bag.
He's just a punching bag, genuinely.
Oh, that's fucked up.
And it's he's a punching bag who literally did nothing wrong.
Interesting.
He's just living life. And then also for a lot of screen time, you have probably one of the worst characters in the Breaking Bad universe, Chuck McGill. Fuck Chuck. Hey,
guess.
that's a new show. Better fuck Chuck.
Better fuck Chuck.
No, yo.
Horrible.
Fuck him. He's a dick. He's like he's such an awful fucking dickhead. Lalo has a lot of screen time.
Salamanca.
Lalo Salamanca. I argue maybe he's the only guy who debates Gus for the best villain in Breaking Bad.
Interesting. Okay.
You can sit down and you can make a real argument. Gus might still win the argument for writing purposes and all that, but Lalo. The amount of fear. Gus never gives the amount of fear in the audience and in other characters as Lalo.
Interesting.
Like, Lalo is...
He's tough.
He's tough. I think the main difference is I think Gus is a deeper character than Lalo.
Okay.
But Lalo is scarier than Gus, no doubt.
Speaking on Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I never mind. Actually, I guess we just talked about Skyler already yesterday.
Skyler, very hated character.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about Skyler for?
Nah, I mean, I don't hate her that much, bro.
Yeah, I think most normal non-incel people don't hate her that much. You know, she's a bit annoying.
Like I thought, I guess I'm on the outside looking in. I
No,
don't know.
you are on the outside. I feel like a large part of the Breaking Bad community hates her, and it's like, why do you actually like? I understand thinking she's annoying, but I've heard people borderline be like, yeah, she's worse than Walt. Like,
Hello?
Oh,
What?
Walt fucking poisons children. He like
Oh my god,
does
that
drugs.
was such a
Like,
crazy plot with.
Walt's evil, yo.
Ugh.
Skyler being kind of a bitch doesn't mean that she's like.
Yeah, bro. I don't. Fuck.
If
Man.
you had to rank a morality tier list, it's like all of your favorite characters are worse than Skyler. I'd make an argument that Jesse's more evil than Skyler because he fucking cooks drugs and he's killed a few people.
Yeah.
Like, he felt bad for killing Gale. Still killed Gale, you know.
Killed him.
Gale was just trying to make fucking coffee. Oh, poor fucking guy.
You know what's funny? I actually dislike Gale.
What did Gale do?
He was just annoying to me. Oh no.
He was just making coffee.
Like he was a chill dude, but it's like, bro. He's kind of annoying. I didn't like his mannerisms. He was a boring person.
He was a very boring guy, but like Gale, he just kind of was living his life, doing his thing.
Exactly.
I guess you're like the Skyler. The Skyler haters.
I just mean like as far as like what he brought to the show, he was just boring.
Do you want to talk about bringing you haven't met?
At least Tyler.
What were you talking about? Tyler?
Skyler.
Who's Tyler? Oh, like,
I said Tyler for some reason, but
yeah. Yo, chill, bro. What are you doing?
I just immediately thought of that. I thought you were gonna say something about him being gay, bro. I don't know.
Yo, he's coming.
I don't know, bro.
I think Gale's gay.
It's ingrained. I think he was.
He was?
I think so.
That's why you didn't like him. You
homophobe.
homophobe.
Right,
you
bro.
homophobe.
All right, bro.
You
Yo,
homophobe.
I walked right into that one, bro. You were so quick with that.
I like Gale though. I think Gale was the best one to work with out of the three.
Yeah, I think he was chill until he came back.
He came back. When did he come back? He didn't come.
So like, you know
he
how
got shot in the Jalupri. Did not come back.
No. I mean, got back to the lab.
Oh no! What I'm saying with Gale is he was probably the best one to work with out of Jesse and Wolf.
For sure.
And on top of that, he was just a guy who cooked meth on the side, and his philosophy about cooking meth was actually unlike the other two that were just like we're just bad people.
It was great.
He had a good philosophy. I'd rather people buy clean drugs from me than dirty drugs from someone else.
Get fucking spiked and die.
Get spiked and die. I mean,
they're gonna die anyways, but
I heavily respect that. You know, do I agree with it? But it's better than it's better than Walt's mentality of just like I am Heisenberg.
I need cash.
No, it's not.
And I'm him.
I need cash is the most like fake, stupid, made up motivation ever. That
Actually, that's a good question. I haven't thought about that much. Why does he still do it?
Oh no, they talk about it.
Oh, I mean, I guess he just enjoys it.
No, they talk about it a little bit later near the end of the series.
Okay.
He needing cash was never the motivation.
Really?
Because if he needed cash, he could have just gotten the loan from Elliot.
Fair.
But instead, it was all about wanting power, and it was all about, I am good at doing this thing. I like doing this thing. I am going to do this thing. Walt is a through and through bad person. Criminal. He is not. He doesn't want an out. He doesn't want to stop.
That's fair. He did have multiple outs.
He doesn't want an out. He doesn't want to stop. He wants to make meth until he dies because he's good at it, and it makes him feel good because he's bad at everything else in his life.
Interesting.
So, Walt is awful.
I just realized I never thought about that.
Yeah, they talk about it at the end of the show.
Okay.
But yeah, Gus.
Fantastic fucking
Fantastic.
character.
If you want to wrap up on Gus, I just want to say, personally, Gus is in the Hall of Fame of TV villains, up there with Joffrey Baratheon, up there with. Hey, by the way, if you want to, the Hall of Fame of TV show villains is just Gus and then like 4 Game of Thrones characters.
Oh, nice.
Game of Thrones is just so good at villains.
Interesting.
Joffrey, Ramsay Bolton, Tywin Lannister, just like that. All three of those. Boom, boom, boom.
Fire.
Walder Frey, I'd make an argument too.
Maybe
That guy's
I'm
so annoying.
Maybe I gotta lock in.
You might have locked him.
Oh wait, hold on. Isn't one of them like some fucking kid? That's like
Joffrey.
Like that's him.
Joffrey, no, Joffrey.
That's like hated.
No, he deserves to be hated. It's
Like
just
people like hate the actor.
yeah.
Damn near like.
Yeah, no, he actually did an interview really recently where he said that he didn't quit acting because of the hate. The hate was a lot, but he quit acting because he was acting. He didn't want to do TV acting anymore. He kind of wanted to move over back to theater. He enjoyed doing theater more.
Okay.
But then in recent years, he's really missed TV and movie acting, so he's gone back into it.
That's good.
But he got a lot of hate and death threats. But he said that didn't really change his mind. He knew he was gonna get hate and death threats, so he did the character.
But people, right, come on.
People are weird, but I just want to point out that in a past episode I said that he quit acting because of that, but he came out and said that that's not actually the reason. That was the alleged reason. That's why they asked him, but he was like, no, it's actually because I opened a theater group with some friends, and I really wanted to focus on that because I enjoyed that.
Oh, good for him then.
Good for him. He's actually a really good actor. We got to talk about the fact that this guy was a kid, and he was able to pull off one of the most hateable characters. You were supposed to hate this character, and he made you hate this character with his performance.
Despised.
Okay. Even though I think he's not the most. There's a good argument the most evil character from Game of Thrones is Ramsay Bolton. He his hobbies include flaying people. You know what flaying is? You cut someone's skin off. He loves flaying. It's like his number one hobby. Raping women, he loves that too. Loves. It's like his number one hobby. You know, mutilating people, cutting their dicks off. That's another thing he does. Enjoys that a lot. He's easily the most evil character in my opinion.
Interesting.
I don't know if he's the most evil in the Song of Ice and Fire universe because there's a really good argument for Craster, the guy that I told you about that like rapes his daughters and like he has.
That's pretty bad.
He lives past the wall, so he has his own little area that like because it's like very barren. Not a lot of people live past the wall, and he has like this little settlement, and the settlement is just him and all of his daughters. And he just fucks his daughters when they get old enough.
That's it.
It's
like
like
no people.
It's like him and like 30 of his daughters. And anytime.
So how do they like get food and stuff?
I don't know actually, but the Night's Watch. The worst part is the Night's Watch, which is like this order that like lives on the wall and stuff. They use him for resources. Most of the people in the Night's Watch fucking hate him, but they have to deal with him because north of the wall is really hard to live, and he has a settlement. So.
Interesting.
But
isn't like past the wall? I mean, I don't know. I just watched like one scene where like the monsters live and shit.
Yeah, but no one believes in the monsters. That's a new thing. Like they've been dormant for like 1,000, 2,000.
Okay,
well, actually, the Long Night would have been. See, this is what's really cool about Game of Thrones. We actually don't know when some events happen because the Maesters and universe don't know if it was 3,000 years ago or 5,000 years ago or 7,000 years ago. And depending on what part of the world you live in and what conspiracy theories they believe, it could be this.
Okay, that's sick. That's sick.
But Brandon the Builder, the founder of House, what?
Bob the Builder.
No, Brendan, come on, man, get with the times. It's not close, not even close, man. Fuck you. Brendan the Builder, who founded House Stark.
Okay.
They called him the Builder because he built the wall, he built Winterfell, he built a good amount of stuff.
They got creative with that one.
Yeah. I mean, it's a title, brother. we call Alexander the Great because he did great things. You know, what I mean? We were fucking
creative, bro.
We're not that creative either. We call
I ain't named shit.
We call William the Conqueror because he conquered England. You know,
I didn't name shit, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, he built a bunch of cool shit. That's why they call him the Builder. Leave him alone.
Okay.
He did that in response to the first Long Night. And then House Stark was founded like thousands of years ago, so you can imagine how long ago these White Walkers were roaming about. But yeah, north of the wall, it's just wildlings. That's what they call them.
Right.
Well, in the south of the wall, they call them wildlings. North of the wall, they call themselves free folk. It's not the same. Like wildlings, like a racist term, kind of.
Oh, really?
It's not really a racist because everyone. Okay, by that logic, everyone under the wall is just racist, which is basically everyone.
Oh, okay.
Like the Westeros is like this. That's all south of the wall. North of the wall is like this.
Oh wow!
Like Westeros is like a continent, and then it's like, and they hate these dudes up here up on the wall.
Damn.
But
the fuck?
Because they're savages.
So why is it so hard to live with?
Because it's like literally 24/7 snowing, ice. There's no food. There's no. It's like living in Siberia. It's difficult.
Okay.
So and Craster lives up there, and Craster has a little settlement with all of his daughters who he fucks. And when the son is born in his camp, he sacrifices them to the White Walkers. So the White Walkers will attack his camp. because he can't fuck a son, you know.
Right. I mean, he could, but
Yeah, we don't want to.
yeah.
Craster is debatably the most evil. That's the level we're at in Game of Thrones. That guy isn't out and out the most evil.
Yeah.
There's a debate. Ramsay literally just like his main hobby is just cutting people's skin off for the fun of it,
Okay.
and
okay.
like breaking people's brains and stuff is what he enjoys. So Game of Thrones, full of amazing villains because it's very dark fantasy. It's
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
Berserk. Where it's
super
like,
unhinged. You know, it's funny. I actually wanted to bring up Berserk today.
you want to talk about Berserk?
Yeah.
I have a few characters.
Yeah, I want to listen to you though.
Okay, I haven't really brought up a character in a while. I want to talk about my favorite TV show of all time and one of my favorite characters in fiction. Favorite does not equal endorsed, by the way. I'm talking about
Yeah.
BoJack Horseman, the titular character
Yes.
of BoJack Horseman. BoJack Horseman.
Right.
He's worse than Craster.
No.
And he doesn't do anything. He's just evil. Like BoJack is for me the best example of this guy does bad things, but everything that he does that's bad is things that happen in our real world. So it's not like to the level of like some of these other characters. You know what I mean? These fictional characters that like commit fictional genocides and stuff like
Yes.
that. Right? This is insanity. And then BoJack just does things that bad people do in their day-to-day lives. Like maybe not committing genocide. Maybe it's just like. Yeah, sleep with a minor. That's horrible. You're evil.
See, but cracking $30 bro. Like,
Yeah, you know, and then somehow BoJack comes out of that looking worse. I think
you think?
because it's just like there's something about him where I can't explain it. Like I saw this hypothetical on not hypothetical. It was like a poll on YouTube or something, and it was like out of all of these villains, who is the worst? And it's like Am from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, who is like. Get an idea. He wipes out all of humanity and keeps 4 humans. It's a computer. Wipes out all of humanity
yes,
and keeps 4 humans so it could torture them for eternity.
Yes, you told me.
And then the way it tortures them is like unimaginable horrors. One of them is Judge Holden. Judge Holden is like
I've heard of this guy.
he's bad business from Blood Meridian. Bad fucking business. And then it was BoJack. And then I think the last one was someone else. I think it was Ramsay Bolton. It was like 2 from books, 2 from TV. Mm-hmm. And not one person said BoJack. It was like not the worst.
Really?
It was like the poll was like 2% BoJack.
Wow.
And it was the large percentage of people were saying Am because it's like he tortures the humans, but the humans created him and he suffered with his creation, didn't choose to be created, but they created him for war. So and it's like Am is not justified, but Am has justifications.
Okay.
Judge Holden does not have justifications.
Okay.
Ramsay Bolton, minimal. In the TV series, he has no justifications. In the books, at least he's like a rape baby and like his mom was like.
Okay.
He has some justification in the books. Like it's still horrible, but it's at least there's things you could argue for him. BoJack has so many justifications that you can argue for him. It's just that his justifications are the same justifications that rapists use in real life, that pedophiles use in real life. His justifications are so dirty because they're so real. You know what I mean? They're so raw. Like, the justifications that you hear for BoJack are things that you hear for real-life celebrities that do horrible things, and people justify for them.
Okay.
BoJack is such a character rooted in reality while being a big comical horse guy.
Yeah, horse guy,
And the art style is the most cartoony, like, shitty art style you can imagine.
Yeah.
And it's, like, so rooted in reality, the bad things he does. And they're so, like, rooted in systemic issues that we deal with in our day-to-day lives in society that... You just feel dirty watching the show. You're like, this guy. It's so different. It's so different from watching like a fictional character in a fantasy land doing these fantasy things versus watching a guy doing like things that real life celebrities do, and we cancel him in real life over. BoJack gets canceled in one of the seasons last season.
Really?
Yeah. And there's so many points where the show like laughs at our society and Hollywood a lot. It laughs at Hollywood a lot. Like there's one part. It's always funny to me where BoJack is like, he goes on a show and he's like, well, you know, rape bad. And people start clapping. Oh my God, he said this is an amazing stance he's taking. He's like, well, yeah, obviously rape bad. Everyone thinks rape is bad. And people are like, oh my God, he's such a brave stance. You know what I mean?
Why?
Because it's like making fun of like celebrities in real life.
Your mic's muted.
Celebrities in real life will like do the the bare minimum, and people will be like, "Oh my God, they're so amazing," and that's kind of I don't know if it's rape, but like he said, he's like talking on a show, and he's like, "Yeah, well, you know, this like domestic abuse bad or something like that," and everyone's like, "Oh my God, what a brave stance!"
Bruh.
The show is so funny.
That's actually kind of funny.
The show is so funny. Like it falls. People always have to say, "Why is it in the comedy section?" This show is devastating. It's devastating, But when it wants to be funny, it's fucking hilarious. You do have to have Hollywood humor, though. You do have to know actors, you do have to know actresses, you have to know movies.
Okay.
Because it does very much lean into, like, you know who this actor
Like
is. We're going to riff on
specific.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
yeah,
it does stuff like that a lot. But if you don't really know the Hollywood world, like, I tried to show it to my girlfriend. She doesn't really know the Hollywood world, so the jokes didn't land as much with her.
Yeah.
I'm someone who's very much entrenched in Hollywood. I love learning about all that
Yeah.
stuff. So, like, I laugh at the jokes, right?
Okay.
Like, there's so many. There's so making fun of so many specific things. But you really want to get into the character of Bojack. Bojack represents every negative male in Hollywood. Every man who uses his power over women. Bojack is an abuser in every sense of the word.
Damn.
Bojack is an abuser of, whether you want to talk about Sarah Lynn, who he knew since she was a child, and he low-key groomed her in a way. He the first time she ever drank alcohol in her life, which drugs would ruin her life in the end. The first time she ever got into any vice ever was because of Bojack. Bojack basically gave her alcohol, borderline.
Right.
Her whole life, not titular, but the very important event in the show around Sarah Lynn was because of Bojack.
Right.
Like, she was sober, and Bojack was like, let's go on a bender. You know what I mean? Like, that's not really what you want to happen. He also had sex with her. To be fair, he had sex with her when she was an adult. But, like, you know, you knew her when she was, like, 10 and you were 30. And now you're, like, 50 and she's, like, 30. So now you're, like, fucking up on her. It's like she's 30 and he's 50. It's like, yeah, she's 30 and he's 50. But he knew her since she was, like, 10.
That's not cool.
That's not cool.
That's not cool.
That's not cool.
At all.
That's not cool. And see, the thing is, people in the audience will sit there and they'll justify it because there's a small portion of the Bojack community that's like, he's just like me for real. We're back to it. There's a small portion of the Bojack community that's like, he's just like me for real. And they'll justify him. And it's the exact same justifications they use for celebrities like Leonardo DiCaprio, who's like 50, dating 20-year-olds, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. Where it's like, most of society will point at that and say it's creepy. But then,
bro.
and that's what makes the show so good. It's the fact that it's such a perfect, like, one-to-one of our real world.
Yeah.
You know? It also explores of, like, at what point is someone who is abused a victim, no longer a victim.
Yeah.
Bojack is a victim of abuse growing up. But at what point does he go from, like, he's a victim of his circumstances growing up to he is an abuser? And we need to stop sitting down and saying it's his mom's fault. That's one thing that the show does really well. In earlier seasons, there's, like, a good amount of time where you can sit there and say, his mom fucked him up. Mm-hmm. His family fucked him up. And then you get his mom's backstory later in the show. And Bojack's grandpa fucked her up. So it's like, so now this mom, this Beatrice, who we hated for so many seasons, is she now cool for what she did?
Fair.
The same way that you justify Bojack being cool by
that does sound
Beatrice
very realistic.
The show is so, again, the thing that makes the show and Bojack himself such great characters and such a great show is the fact that it is grounded in reality, and all the things that Bojack does as a celebrity are things that real life celebrities do. He is based on so many real celebrities. And he gets canceled at one point for what he does. You know what I mean?
I mean, he should be imprisoned.
He should be imprisoned. And I'm trying to think of, like, some more very specific examples of things that he did that are kind of, like, close to real life. I would compare him a little bit to Charlie Sheen with the drugs, where he does drugs all the time. Charlie Sheen's a real life actor who did drugs so much. Like, he did a whole interview based around, like, are you still doing drugs, Charlie Sheen? I'm pretty sure he got HIV from doing drugs too. He did a lot of drugs. He has HIV.
Wait, what?
Charlie Sheen has HIV.
From doing drugs?
I don't know if it was from sex or doing drugs. You can get HIV from doing injections, brother.
Oh.
I know he has HIV, and I know he did a lot of drugs. I don't know if they're 100% correlated, but, like...
Okay. I thought it was, like, drug-induced. I was like, what the fuck?
No, like, you know, dirty
syringes. Yeah.
But I know he has
sharing syringes and shit.
I know he has HIV, and I know he did a lot of drugs, so it could be like that. But his drug use is comparable to someone like Charlie Sheen, where he did a bunch of drugs. And then the way he treats women is comparable to, like a James Franco. He's, I don't know if you know, but James Franco is Harry Osborn from the Spider-Man series. Tobey Maguire.
Oh, shit.
He got mega canceled.
Damn.
For, like, basically abusing women since he came up in Hollywood. Since the 90s to the mid-2010s, so many allegations came out of, like, he beat her, he did this, he did that. He was... The really weird one was the fact that even in his old age now, like, he's been famous since the 90s acting-wise, he still goes to college parties. Even after,
Listen, bro. Some people just don't let go of their old ways, bro.
even after he got canceled, he still goes to college parties.
Some people don't let go, bro.
But come on, you can't be like a 50-year-old man pulling up to college parties,
No, it's terrible.
hitting on the 21-year-old, 20-year-olds.
No, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
Like that's bad, and that's a lot of what BoJack does throughout the show. Like it's just the main thing that we can all point at and be like, this is bad, is his relationship with all the women in his life.
Mm-hmm.
He mistreats all of them. Whether it's someone
Right.
like Diane, who he emotionally abuses and uses her as a crutch for basically everything in his life.
Yeah.
Since he meets her in the first season, or someone like Sarah Lynn, who I would make the argument Sarah Lynn is the biggest victim of BoJack throughout the show. Like Sarah
Really?
Lynn, yes, Sarah Lynn is the biggest victim of BoJack. There's really a scene where he tries, and this is so disgusting. He tries to tell Diane that the biggest victim of BoJack Horseman is BoJack Horseman. Because he said, in his words, all the women forget the things I did, but I'm the one that has to live with the guilt. That is disgusting. And then Diane points out, very importantly, you're the biggest victim. What about Sarah Lynn? And then BoJack is like, he can't say anything. He has to shut up because he's like, yeah, Sarah Lynn. I'm like, yeah.
That means anything?
What is he going to say? You need to watch the show to see what happens to Sarah Lynn, but like, he can't say much. Sarah Lynn's the biggest victim. But the fact that he even tries to push the blame to like these women don't even remember, like Sharona the barber, she lost her job because of me, but she doesn't remember that. She does remember that, brother. Like, all these women don't remember what I did to them. Penny remembers what you did to her. You need to fuck off. And he tries to make it seem like, oh, these women, they don't remember, but I live with the guilt every day.
It stays on my conscience.
It stays on my conscience, because it does. And that's the worst part about it. He feels bad about the things he does, so some people in the audience fall into the whole, like, he suffers a lot, man. Maybe he is the biggest victim. And that's why, in the show, Diane has to put him in his place and be like, you are not the biggest victim.
Bro, listen, bro.
This show is, again, I feel like I've rambled a bit here, but the show is amazing commentary to our real world. And I think BoJack just represents everything wrong that a man in a powerful position can do.
Interesting.
And it's such a good commentary because it's a long show, so you have to see him. And every season, there's some things you can guarantee in every season. Mm-hmm. High points for him and low points for him.
Right.
Every season, there's going to be a point where you think he's turning it around, and he never turns it around. And the one thing that I enjoy about the finale of the series, which I won't spoil too much, is the ending is open to interpretation. You know what I mean? Because in the end of the show, he actually has been given probably the best opportunity he's been given in his whole life to actually turn his life around. But he's also given opportunities to slide back into how he used to be. Yeah. So the show leaves it up to you. Do you think BoJack would finally break the cycle of abuse and actually like change for the better? Or is he going to keep doing the negative things he does?
Interesting.
And it's fully up to you to decide. Fully. And I think that is such an awesome ending for a character like that. Also, one thing that I really enjoy about the show is there's a certain episode I think it's like episode 11 or episode 10. It's been a long time since I've seen BoJack, where it's a psychedelic trip. Whether it's from drugs, whether it's from... And then the next episode will be the fallout of whatever happened.
Okay.
And the fallout of these psychedelic trips are usually like bad. Whether it's BoJack realizing something about himself, so he has to go confront someone, or something directly bad that he did while he was on drugs. There's one where he chokes a lady out.
While he's like on the trip, or?
On the trip, on live television. Yeah, on live television, he chokes a girl out. He does a drug bender where he does a drug bender and someone dies.
Fucking Christ.
And
someone dies.
Someone dies on a drug bender of his. So like I'm telling you, the fallout of his actions after these drug benders are like, whether season 1 is probably the lightest, where he just like comes to a realization, so he has to ask someone a question. It's like, that's whatever. Mm-hmm. But as the show goes on, these drug benders get worse and worse, and it's like, the worst one isn't at the end of the show. The worst one is the one where someone dies, and that's not at the end of the show. It's nowhere near the end of the show. But like, yeah, man. BoJack Horseman, man. Go watch BoJack Horseman. It is, in my opinion, the greatest TV show of all time. And I think it is, to this day, show ended like 6 years ago. To this day, very relevant to real life, very relevant to Hollywood, very relevant to like people in society. If you have power, don't be like BoJack, yo. What's your next character?
Power. Hold on, I gotta flash them real quick. You don't want them to see my cock?
No. All right. Well,
I was just adjusting my pants, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna keep the part where you said you want to see my cock.
Huh?
I was gonna keep the cock part.
Okay, cool. No, yeah, bro.
He was adjusting his pants. He stood up to adjust his pants.
Yeah, bro. They were like riding up like crazy, bro. Oh, look. Okay, yeah, my genus. The
The
genus grew.
genus.
The genus. Okay, they can't say
The
the genius,
genus.
but the genus
Put down
grew.
in the comments if you know what a genus is. All right. What's your next character?
My next character, man, that's actually a good question. Um, fuck, those were all my main characters, bro. To be honest,
Walto.
like,
It could be an anime character. It could be
dude,
anything.
I feel like I'll watch like I have a decent amount of stuff that I've watched, but like when it comes to this stuff, I'm not good at talking about it, bro.
I love talking about shows, as you can tell.
Like I feel like I'm just not good at it
I
yet.
think you are. You had a very good discussion about Gus. I enjoyed the Gus conversation.
Like,
I think your Gus conversation was one of the better ones of the episode.
okay,
I really
thank
enjoyed
you.
Gus.
But on top of that, not only do I feel like I'm not good at talking about it, but like pinpointing things. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like video games, bro. I don't like every video game I've ever played, bro. But like shows, like I be forgetting, bro. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I did watch
You
that.
need to watch. You need to watch a great show. Great shows you don't forget.
Yeah, that is true though.
You think you're ever gonna forget that you watched Breaking Bad in your life?
No.
Exactly.
I think. I mean.
We can talk about some anime characters if you want. If
I
that's-
mean, I honestly, I really liked how you brought up JoJo's when we were talking about it. I don't know what I would say though. Like you'd have to lead this one.
you don't. Do you not want to? It's fine. We don't have to talk about JoJo's. I don't have much to talk about JoJo's.
Okay, interesting.
When it comes to like actual character, like the only character that I would really sit down and talk about like with you right now for this conversation would be Johnny from Part
Okay.
7, but you don't know Johnny yet.
Right. Yeah.
I think when Part 7 comes out, we can do a whole Part 7 episode and we can talk about Johnny because Johnny
Okay,
is.
fire.
Let me just tell you this: Johnny is the only Joestar that you can make a real argument that he's objectively a bad person. He starts the story as a bad person and he finishes the story still technically in his dome piece as a bad person
Interesting. Okay.
because he's low key a psychopath.
Oh.
But like mentally.
Yeah.
But he does all the great deeds that he does throughout kind of makes you see him in a different light. Where it's like because psychopathy doesn't have to be bad.
Yes.
It just means you don't feel.
Yeah.
There's like being a psychopath doesn't mean you want to kill people. I don't know. That's a common weird misconception.
Yeah. Misconception.
But Johnny is like not. So he starts the show as a narcissist. And
Okay.
he ends it. I don't think he's still a narcissist anymore, but he's still probably not the nicest, best person. You know? But the deeds that he does for others really makes it a debate of like, is he really a hero? I think
Okay.
he is by the end. But like, the way he starts off.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like when it comes to characters, bro, like, because at least recently, like,
Huh.
I mean, Breaking Bad has been pretty character centric, but like,
Yeah.
I feel like some of the bigger pieces that I really enjoyed, like Sinners, for example, right?
Sinners.
Like, I'm gonna bring up two movies, right?
Let's go.
Michael B. in Creed. I loved his character, right?
love
But that's
much.
just because relatable, blah 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 blah, right? And also I just enjoy the movie. It's a cool vibe. I enjoy boxing,
The boxer?
right?
Oh, yeah.
But Sinners, I don't really know because okay, think about it, right? Smoke and Stack, right? Now Stack's my favorite character in the movie, right? And Smoke is also one of my favorite characters in the movie, but like they've already lived their whole lives.
I don't think we have much from their. I don't think either of their characters are supposed to be super. Like, well,
No, exactly. So then I kind of want to
which one's
ask
Smoke and
you.
which one's Stack?
Stack is like the big loud one, the red one.
Smoke is actually a very good like character.
Uh-huh.
I forgot already which one's which. Which one's the blue one?
Smoke.
Smoke is actually
I forgot what it is.
dude. I could get them mixed up so much. Smoke is actually like a character that has that we can analyze. We actually
No, we could. That's what I'm saying.
But Stack is less of that. I think Stack is more of a like to push the plot forward.
Yeah,
device.
I my thing is like I almost have like a question.
What's up?
Like kind of like the Oppenheimer situation. Like I love these characters. Like so like these are some. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not gonna lie. Stack and Smoke, like some of my favorite, and this is also obviously biased to the fact that this movie is my favorite movie of all time, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to say that, but I mean, I think I stick to it.
Yeah.
But these are like some of my favorite characters.
Okay.
I just loved seeing them on screen.
That's fair
but
enough.
I don't really like. I could tell you why and say like, oh yeah, like I like how they act. They look cool. Their ideologies, the dialogue, like all that type of stuff. But like, it doesn't feel the same for why I like them as characters, like as like for example, like someone like Gus. You know what I mean?
I don't think they're
Or Jesse.
It really comes down to I feel like you really liked the film and you liked their role in the film, not as much as you liked their characters. I don't think it's the
Oh,
reason.
roll. Okay.
Does
Okay. Okay.
that make
Okay.
sense?
Yes.
There
Yes.
are certain
Yes.
characters that I like this character, but I'm not really going to sit down and have a whole conversation about the character because it's not that you liked the character as much as you liked what the character was in and how they affected said thing that they were in. There's other
Interesting.
characters where there's some characters where I like the show, I like the movie, but the character itself is like better than the whole thing.
Right.
Like, I care more about this character than I do about the whole thing.
Okay.
And that's kind of I feel like these two, especially Stack, is not you don't like Stack as much as you like Sinners. You know?
Okay.
Like and you like Stack's role in Sinners.
That does make a lot of sense. That does make a lot of
Smoke
sense.
is different. I think Smoke there's a lot of character there. I think Stack, instead of being he is his own character. But I think when it comes to real analysis, it's more of the things that he does for Smoke's character
Okay.
and the way he affects the film. He is used a lot more as commentary on certain topics, especially the whole like interracial relationship he has and all that kind of
Yes.
stuff. He's used a lot more as that than his own character that we could sit down and have a deep analysis with.
I agree.
Meanwhile, Smoke, you can't actually sit down and have an analysis about because his relationship with his woman, that's
Mm-hmm.
something. His relationship with his brother, we get a lot more of his side of it, especially with the whole like KKK and like a lot of that stuff. Like Smoke is a character we can sit down and analyze. The problem is I've seen Sinners once.
Yeah.
I am not knowledgeable.
No, yeah.
enough
I
on
wasn't
this
trying to
character.
sit down and like
Yeah.
analyze either of them. I did just want to ask that question. See, guys, I'm here to learn, guys.
There's
I'm here to
learn.
learn.
The same way that when we talk
I'm here
about
to learn.
music, I learn. Derrick's
Like, I'm here to
learning
learn.
when we
And
talk
I wanted
about
to ask you that because like it's one of those things where like I can sit here and I can tell you and kind of a crazy comparison here, but like I can tell you why I enjoy Elden Ring so much, right?
Yeah.
But there's gonna be certain things about Elden Ring that you can't really like. Some things you just like, whether it just be cool or you
I
know
don't
it's your
know.
style.
I think
whereas like
Elden
Stack
Ring-
and Smoke, I saw the difference. Yes, and I think Stack is like I couldn't really explain why I liked him so much.
Let me tell you. I'll tell
But
you
what
an
you said makes
Elden
perfect
Ring.
sense. It
I'll
does
tell
make
you an
sense.
Elden Ring difference, right? You look at Elden Ring. There's certain characters in Elden Ring. Like, do you like Radon for what he does in the story, or for his backstory?
Okay, no, I like Radon for his backstory.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Radon. When you think of Elden Ring characters, you don't think Radon, the Elden Ring character. You just think Radon, the character.
Right.
Let's talk about Radon. And then you look at someone like Godric the Golden.
Okay.
Are you talking Godric the Golden doesn't even appear? He's just like an entity in the lore and all that kind of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. He's not really in the game. So when you want to talk about him, you're just talking about Elden Ring.
Yeah.
And there's people who will go out there and they'll say, "I wish we had Godric the Golden in this. I love his character. I love what he did for the lore. I love reading up on him." Do you actually like him, or do you like the fact that his death directly causes the story of the game?
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. I could use a boss.
Wait, am I tripping? Did you say Godric?
Godric the Golden, is that his name? The
Isn't
Golden?
it Godwin?
Godwin the Golden. My bad.
okay.
Godric is the silly dude with the arms.
Yeah.
My bad. Godwin.
It's been too long since we've played.
Too many G names.
Yeah.
Too many M names.
It is a lot of
too
G
many,
names.
Dude,
A lot of God names.
George Martin does this in all of his fucking work. In Game of Thrones, there are oh my god, there's 5 Aegons that become king. Five. Not to mention
Aegons, like same
Aegons. Aegon the first, Aegon the second, Aegon
Oh
the
my
third, Aegon the
fucking
fourth. And the worst part is 5 Aegons become king, but there's a bunch of Aegons that don't become king. So there's more than 5 Aegons in Game of Thrones.
And they're all addressed.
They're all dressed. And in the
Oh my
books,
God.
there's a billion Johns.
A
You
billion.
have Jon Snow, John Connington, John Aaron. Like there's a bunch of there's so many Johns. There's a few Joffreys. You know,
all the
there's
Johns.
there's only one Joffrey. That's like the Joffrey. But there's a
Yeah.
few Joffreys. You have Rhaenyra's husband. What's his name? The Valerian. His lover, because he's gay, is named Joffrey. You have Joffrey Baratheon from the main story. There's a few other Joffreys out there, but there's a good amount of Joffreys.
God damn, lots of creativity.
I think John is the most though. There's like a shit ton of Johns. My 2 favorite characters from the books are Johns.
They're both John.
My favorite character is my favorite character is Jon Snow. My favorite POV chapters come from John Connington.
Bro.
So my favorite is John and John. Gotta love the Johns.
Gotta love the Johns.
Gotta love the Johns.
Do the Johns have Johns in the film? I mean, in the series.
What is a John?
That's what I'm saying, though.
I think they're both Johns.
Okay.
Also, on the topic of Aegons, they're so different. Aegon the First, the Conqueror, he's awesome, the GOAT. Aegon the Second, yeah, low key a bitch, kind of a bad dude. Aegon the Third, I guess. Aegon the Fourth, the unworthy, the worst king in history.
Oh, Jesus.
Second worst king. Aerys is the worst. Aerys is the second is the worst. Like, vast differences between the Aegons, and that's how you know all of them. Because, sure, they're all named Aegon, but you know who Aegon the Conqueror is.
Yeah.
You know who Aegon the Unworthy is. You know who Egg from Duncan Egg is.
Okay.
Egg from Duncan Egg is Aegon the Fifth.
Oh, the last one. The latest rendition.
No, not the latest rendition. In the books, there is another, the new Aegon, who is going to become king. Aegon, they call him Young Griff.
Young
He's gonna be
Griff.
Aegon the Sixth. Soon enough.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
He's going to take over soon, yeah. He's not in the TV show. I think the TV show didn't want to have so many Aegons.
Yeah.
No, the TV show.
They cut it off at 5.
No, the TV show sucks.
Interesting.
Everything great about the TV. No, hold on. This might be a controversial take. Almost everything great from the TV show comes from the books.
That's how it should be.
The only thing that is really great from the TV show that doesn't come from... Well, no, because the TV show has a great soundtrack and great performances. Oh my god, the performances.
Okay.
Peter Dinklage, bro. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure Peter Dinklage got nominated for an Emmy every single season the show came out.
Really?
Except for the last one.
Interesting.
And he won one for the speech he gave in season 4 and during his
Legendary.
trial, where he was like, "I've been on trial for being a dwarf my whole life." It's awesome, bro. He's fucking dope.
That's kind of
Absolute goat. But yeah, what were we talking about before all the Aegons and the Johns?
Smoking Stack.
Elden Ring. How
Elden Ring,
They
yeah.
fucking George Martin loves those similar ass names.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but there's so many examples of characters, especially in almost all media, where sometimes you like the character because of the character themselves. Usually this refers to you like their arc. You like their story. You like analyzing them and their internal thoughts. Now there's other characters where you don't really care for the thoughts. You don't really care for that. You care more about what they do for the plot.
Okay.
That is Stack.
Right.
Smoke is a little bit of both.
To be fair, they're also just cool as fuck. Like
Cool as fuck.
their lore is cool. These guys are soldiers. These guys were in the mob. That's so cool.
That's so cool.
So cool. I'm not gonna lie, like I would never want like a sequel like Sinners 2 or anything. But if you could just give me like their life story.
Like a prequel book.
Yeah.
That'd be solid.
Like if you could just give me like their life story, like walk me through everything. Let me see them being
animated short
soldiers.
film.
Let me see them being in the mob.
How do you feel about that? An animated
fuck.
short film that's like a montage of their life.
That'd be sick.
Give
Give me anything, bro. Give me
anything. Give me a drawing. All right.
Just draw.
But-
Yeah, facts.
All right. On a serious note, other characters you want to bring up, talk about today?
Nah, bro.
I feel like
That was my cut, bro.
That was your cut. You don't got
That
any
was
more
my cut,
characters?
man. Nah, man.
What about You said you wanted to bring up some anime characters. Aaron was the only one?
You know, Aaron was really the one that I was most excited to talk about today.
Because I remember we talked about it and you were like, "There's a few anime characters I want to talk about." And
I mean, there
like,
could be, but like, really, what I was thinking was like, okay, Aaron, and then I think it's like One Piece is.
we can talk about One Piece.
Like,
Luffy.
I kind of already got like.
Luffy is a great example of a static character.
See, that was the only other thing I would have even liked to even bring up.
Luffy's a great example of a static character. Not every character needs to change.
Yeah.
Sometimes characters are the way they are, and the way they are pushes the plot forward.
Like what I really wanted to ask, and when it comes, I didn't even want to like discuss him like that. I just wanted to ask if you know other, because I don't.
Other static characters?
Yeah, like that do it like him.
I need to really think. There's obviously great examples of static characters in history. Superman.
Oh, you're right.
Superman doesn't really change. And the funny thing is, Superman doesn't change, and the storylines where Superman does change are unanimously panned bad storylines.
Really?
Except for like Injustice.
Okay.
Oh, and Man of Tomorrow. Not Man of Tomorrow. What is it? The darker one. Whatever. I'm blanking so hard. There's one where like we get an older version of Superman, and he's a bit like more jaded.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, he's still Superman.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think actually the perfect example of a static character is Spider-Man.
Fair.
Spider-Man never changes.
Fair.
Fucking 80 years later, he's still broke. Like, he's always down.
That's actually fucked up, because that's actually true, bro.
I feel like-
it's funny, for the longest time I never even thought about that until we saw him being like living where he's living.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
In Breaking Bad, and only in Breaking Bad, not in the Breaking Bad universe, just in the Breaking Bad TV show, Saul is a really good example of a static character. He doesn't change throughout the story of the show itself. Again, don't clip this out of context. Saul is a very complex character, but
I'm clipping this out of context.
But only in the Breaking Bad show. Not
Okay.
in the Better Call Saul, the whole universe. Just in the Breaking Bad show, he's a good example of a static character who doesn't change throughout the story, and he's just an anchor for comedy. He's an anchor for he's a get out of jail. He's a get out of jail free card, and he's an encyclopedia of knowledge.
That's a
So
fact.
he is perfect for his role as a static character.
It's actually a really cool breakdown.
Static main characters are more difficult because George Martin actually said this quote from George Martin. The only thing that's interesting to write about is the human heart in conflict with itself.
Yes.
And that's kind of hard for a static character because static characters know who they are.
Yeah.
Luffy is who he is. He knows
Through
who
and
he
through.
is. It's not about Luffy's conflict with himself. It's about Luffy's conflict with the world and the
Yeah.
world's problem with Luffy. But it's the thing that makes Luffy a good character versus other characters where you're like, this character's boring. They've been the same for 1,000 episodes. Is Luffy is such an idealistic character in such a dark world. And
Okay.
he's very motivational, and it's really the things he represents. Liberty. He represents freedom. They're the same thing, but whatever.
Yeah.
He represents freedom. And you really want freedom to change.
Fair.
You know what I
Fair.
mean? Do you really want your symbol of hope to change? I think the best static characters are either characters that are side characters that do something very good for the plot, or characters that mean something. Luffy, we don't care about Luffy because he's Luffy. We care about Luffy because of what he means. We care about Superman because of what he means.
Yeah.
We care about Spider-Man for what he means. A lot of these characters represent hope. Whether it's the hope that a character like Superman, who is all-powerful, yet is human because he was raised here and he's a good person. He could do these awful things, but chooses to be good.
Yeah.
Every single day, gets up and chooses to be good. That's a very strong message. Someone like Spider-Man, who was just a kid, a skinny little kid who was given these powers, and his life is the worst. This guy's always getting beat down and still chooses to do the right thing every single time. Or someone like Luffy, who whole world was against him, which is I kind of dislike the whole like Nika god, sun god thing, because it kind of like takes away from the whole like he has a bad devil fruit. He sucks. Everything's against him. But his idealism, the fact that he's like, the world is amazing and I'm gonna be free and I'm gonna like liberate everyone and everyone's gonna have a big old party. Like that whole motivation keeps him pushing forward and keeps you rooting for him. As much as people to this day, this guy's a Yonko, and people to this day in universe are like, he's not gonna be the pirate king.
Yeah, he's not nice like that.
And he proves them wrong every single time. And he doesn't change. He doesn't become jaded. He doesn't become old and sad. He stays this idealistic, smiling guy. And that is more important than him having this deep arc. And on top of that, you need to surround static characters with deep characters. You can't have a show where every character's static.
Right.
The only time that works is if it's a comedy sitcom. Then you gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Even
yeah.
sitcom characters change.
Yeah.
But, you can get away with slower change on a sitcom.
Fair.
But when your show is based on drama and all that, your characters need to be constantly evolving. You can have static characters; they just need to mean something. So yeah,
Interesting.
I want to talk good little discussion on Luffy, and I think Luffy's a great representation of hope
Yeah.
for anime viewers. I think I've heard the take that he's the greatest anime main character of all time.
Anime, what?
Main character of all time. Do you side with that or no? I'm personally, I have a few characters that I have.
See, One Piece is my favorite anime. I wouldn't say.
He's in the debate.
I wouldn't say Luffy's my favorite. He's up there.
Who's the
I don't know.
favorite? Off the dome, you had to pick one. You're like,
Fuck, I literally just had an anime in my head. Oh, I know.
I can say a few that I like. I think Lelouch from Code Geass.
Okay.
He's a really good one. Genuinely, just go watch Code Geass. Have you seen Code Geass?
No.
Okay, I actually don't want to spoil Code Geass. Watch Code Geass.
Okay.
Code Geass is awesome. I think Lelouch is up there for one of the best main characters of all time. I think Aaron's in this debate.
Yeah, Aaron's up there for me. Luffy's definitely up there for me.
Luffy's up there.
Jotaro's personally up there for me.
Jotaro's not even like the best JoJo.
I know. I was gonna say Giorno is also up there for me.
Jordan
Nah, Giorno, bro. He's also up there for me.
Jordan's pretty good. I think.
I like him.
I don't know. Guts.
Guts. Yeah.
Guts, but he's not anime,
I didn't
that's
watch
manga.
anything. I'm reading the manga.
That's
but
manga, yeah. Thorfinn.
I haven't watched. I only watched this.
You just read it?
Couple. No, I only watched like a couple episodes.
But you have the manga.
No. I only watched a couple episodes.
I think
I want the manga.
In the opposite direction of a lot of these characters, Shinji. Shinji's like such a pathetic little guy. But he's such a good representation of a pathetic little guy.
I like Asta. too, just because.
Or you're gonna get clowned.
It's okay, bro.
Asta's hated. We need to clip this.
He's hated?
He's hated.
Why?
I've met.
He's just a short ball of muscle.
You know how we talk about like online, you see takes. I've met people in real life who told me they dropped Black Clover because they couldn't stand Asta.
Because he's annoying?
He's annoying.
Well, to be fair, when I watched the dub, I almost dropped it too.
Like I've heard, bro. But the thing is, you know,
I get it.
those
I get
motherfuckers
it.
that watch 3 episodes are gonna come in the comments and be like, Asta.
I mean, I get it.
I get it. Asta's not in my top 10, so I get
You know,
it.
he's just like one of those like enjoyable people, you know. I'd say my top is definitely between Aaron. It's between Luffy. It's between.
If we're talking about movies, then
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
Personal favorite, like just one of my personal favorites, Toto. I love Toto
Toto.
from JJK.
He's not the main character.
No. Oh, we're saying only main characters?
I thought we were talking about the main character.
Oh, my fault.
Toto's pretty cool. I saw this meme.
But Toto's one of my favorite
I
characters.
saw this meme that it was like bum corner, goat corner, and then the bum corner was Toto, and then the goat corner was Utah, and then it did the clap, and then it switched him. Because Utah's a bum. Shout out Slander, bro. The slander online around JJK characters is fucking awesome. I love slander. Like Utah, I love the Utah's a pedophile slander, bro. It's so good. Utah's a bum pedophile that does nothing throughout the show except for goon to his middle school crush. It's such good slander. It's better than the Sukuna slander ever was. The only slander that's comparable is the Megumi Potential Man slander. I saw oh my god.
Megumi Potential what?
Potential Man. You haven't seen that?
Yes.
I saw the perfect one was this dude scrolling. This dude starts all of his videos with if. So just him going if over and over again. And the caption the caption said how every Megumi debate starts. It's always if, never is. No, Megumi Potential Man slander is beautiful, but the Utah pedophile slander is up there. Utah fucking stinks, yeah.
Bro.
Utah's an awful character. He has no feats. His only feat is cracking a middle schooler.
Is what it is. Bro.
He actually has 0 feats. And in the new JJK and Mujuro, Utah has some feats, and Utah has none.
Bro.
Yuji has feats. So, yeah, they literally talk about some like the strongest sorcerer of all time, Yuji Tadori and Gojo Satoru.
Bro, that's actually so elite.
Not fucking bub Utah.
So elite, bro.
At least Slander.
But,
Slander's so good I could die.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I think those are my few top characters. I'm sure if I think hard enough, because I mean, bro, there's so many anime that I forget that I watched. Like what's that? What it's like called like orange something orange.
Orange.
It's like a love anime.
Doorhinge.
No, all right, bro.
All right. There's a.
But, you know, there's just a lot that I haven't
that
I haven't watched, or that I forget that I've watched and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I feel like I've seen a good amount of anime, and I just like forget. Also because I feel like I'm out of my anime prime.
Yes.
I don't watch anime as much as I remember growing up from like ages of like 8 years old to like 17 years old. I would watch a new anime every month.
Yes.
Like I was watching so much anime, and then around the time I turned like 17, I was like, I just don't got time for this shit, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I read on occasion.
Like, I'm going out of my way to try to get through.
If you want to talk about reading, a main character that's like, as you can tell, I love when the main character is a fucked up evil person and we can just criticize them. Ayasumi Poon Poon is a really good one. Good.
Huh?
It's called Good Night Poon Poon. Ayasumi Poon Poon. You should check it out. It's really good.
All right.
The character's name is Poon Poon. Don't laugh.
All right.
His name is Poon Poon. Don't laugh.
Fat boom boom gyal.
What are you? Oh, boy, this ain't no Jamaica, bro. This is Japan. Japanese. They don't know what that shit means.
They're taking notes clearly.
They
bro.
are taking notes.
They're taking notes.
But the story is, it's like he's a little bird guy, but he's not actually a little bird guy. That's just the way the author represents him. He's actually a regular kid.
Okay.
And it goes through his regular life, and he's just very regular life, and he's a very much just like not a good dude in his life. So
Interesting.
It's just like, imagine watching someone's actual life from childhood to adulthood, and they just like do regular decisions. Sometimes they're bad decisions, sometimes they're good decisions. Sometimes they're god awful decisions. Sometimes they get involved with toxic people. That's it. And most people cry while reading it. I didn't cry, but I've heard that like most people that review it cry.
I guess
It's really fucking good. It's better than Berserk. I'll throw that out there on him. Better than Berserk.
Interesting.
You should go read it before you pass your judgment.
I mean, you literally just said this is a book about a regular dude doing regular things.
Yes. And it's very powerful. I think most great Japanese books are just regular dudes doing regular things. The best Japanese media I've ever read is actually a regular guy living his regular life, and he's just an awful, awful, awful person. It's called No Longer Human.
Yeah, that's fair, but that's not a regular life. That's just his regular life.
His regular life, yeah.
Fair. That's fair.
No Longer Human is like amazing. It's
Yeah.
so good. Junji Ito, the author behind a lot of great horror manga, actually did his own rendition of No Longer Human. No Longer Human came out forever ago.
Yeah.
And Junji Ito, not that long ago, like a few years ago for sure, did his own rendition of it. And it's fucking awesome. I found out about it because I'm a Junji Ito fan. I was like, wow, this shit's awesome. You should check it out.
Interesting.
But,
Damn, I just realized I never finished Your Lie in April, bro.
oh, that's a good one. That's a solid anime right there. I don't.
Oh, you know what's one that I love a lot?
What's up?
That I never hear anyone talk about it? Violet Evergarden.
What? You want to talk about Violet from Violet Evergarden?
No.
She's not one of those characters for you.
No.
She don't do nothing for you. Just the animation.
No, I'm just thinking about ending it right now.
All right. If you want to do you have any other characters you want to discuss? Because nah.
Oh,
You want to? I had a few more characters in. All right.
nah, bro.
No more. No.
It's
No.
time too, bro.
It's time. All right. I want to.
They gotta go do things.
I want to talk about some villains.
Nah, bro.
Nah. All right.
We can say that for the villain episode.
Do you want to do a villain episode? Villains in media.
I mean, I got some stuff to watch, so
Oh yeah, shit.
I got some stuff to watch, and I'm not done with Breaking Bad, so I'm letting you know. I'm letting y'all know.
Breaking Bad episode.
I'm gonna bring back I'm gonna bring up Breaking Bad again. I'm gonna bring up Breaking Bad again. Yeah, tongue twister, man.
We could do when you finish Breaking Bad.
Dick twister, bro.
When you finish Breaking Bad, we could do a Breaking Bad episode.
Good old dick twist.
Maybe we could do a reacting to the last 2 episodes.
Reacting to the dick.
Live reaction to you watching the last 2 episodes on Patreon. Put it on this TV right here.
Oh wait, we actually could do that on Patreon. Yeah, you're right. Maybe.
Let us know if you want to see that. All right, so this concludes our just talking about characters, man.
Yeah.
This isn't like a super crazy, in-depth episode as much as me and Derrick were having a conversation yesterday, and we were talking about some characters, and I was like, you want to just talk about characters, some more TV, movies, books.
Good stuff.
And we just sat down, we had a little conversation. If y'all want to see an episode dedicated to just villains, because the villains are so much better written than the heroes that we could actually have a whole episode just dedicated to top villains.
We might not have enough time. We
this?
might have to do another episode.
A throwback episode. We haven't done a ranking or a tier list type episode in a long
It's
time.
been a minute.
So we could do a villains tier list.
Okay, I can rock with that.
What if instead of this is me spitballing ideas live for you? What if instead of doing an episode, we did one of our special content that we've been talking about, a little 20-minute video doing villains tier list?
Maybe.
Let us know what y'all want to
I think we
see.
can definitely get creative.
Really
And I think this is gonna be. I think things like villains and stuff, bro. This is gonna be This is gonna live on.
Yeah.
We're gonna do multiple villain episodes, most likely,
just talk
bro.
about media and character arcs. If there's
for
anything that we
sure,
talked
bro.
about today that you didn't watch, go watch it. We just talked about Street Peak today.
And if you have something that we haven't mentioned, bro, let us know.
And let us know some characters
know.
that you love that changed your life. If Goku changed your life, let us know.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Goku.
The Mexican community's gonna love that.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm not locked in. I guess.
Did you know that Goku's the Mexican spirit animal?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna love that.
Okay.
All right. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Y'all have a great day.
Y'all have a great day.
Thanks for
Peace
tuning
out.
in. Peace.